love you, and I love you enough to tell you, you ain't ready to revolt shit. You don't feed yourself, you don't hunt your own animals and slaughter them, you don't prepare your own meat, you don't own your own land, you don't have a seed growing in your window. So when you think about revolutionaryism, and you think about fighting and dying in the street, you ain't shit.
Killer Mike said black people ain't ready to revolt. It's a disparaging marriage and he ready to elope. Maritime coastline, deep V hull boat, crack a nose turned up, machete to your throat. The divine snatched the arm back, she fine, she in Zinga. Moroccan mercenary got a line on Moringa, ask Chief X to swing it. Go fund me to rock a new car, or build a school like I'm Dr. Umar. Nah, go fund some more guns, banana clips and cannabis, and bury it, the jackal, Anubis. I'm cool, keep them heaters and I'm in tie in an abyss. He ain't rapping due to libations, he just channeling this.
Hands down, you ain't ready to oppose nothing. You are as a part of this system as any white person gentrified.
I'm on life, hovercraft propellers over swamp water. We make the thoughtful think they should have thought harder. Be aware of this. Don't blink, there's only one blunt between the careful and careless. It's hard to face it when you need a shrink or a therapist. Mental disorder ordered them to label you a terrorist. I breathe elements and I found the secret. We could all walk on water if it's ground beneath it. I carry my weapon and keep my trees, and still be Hotep and ask to rig Nasheed. 6 in the morning, I greet my seed, then do everything I think I need.
I have to say this, because I know our spirit and our emotions get stirred. I'm not against nobody on the panel. I'm with everybody on the panel. I'm not diametrically opposed to anybody. I agree with everything my brother said about revolutionaryism. So let me ask you guys a few questions. We're in the South, we're in the heart of the South right now. Fishing. Who knows how to fish? Hands down. Who knows how to hunt? Let's hands. Hands down. Hands down. Hands down. Hands down.
Black people, are you ready to revolt? Black people, are you ready to revolt? Black people, are you ready to revolt? Black people, are you ready to revolt?
I guess we just neurotic script in my car too. Roll through with. I guess it's easier just to pull off a lie on YouTube. You feel me? You sitting there by yourself, doing your thing. Easy to pull that thing off. We about to get this thing popping, have us a late night session. I think I'm gonna play that They Crazy Bruh. Get these clips ready and go on and keep doing our thing. Alright. Yeah, and I'ma work cause I ain't going out lazy, bruh. Thought he was conscious, but the homie just played me, bruh. The house of consciousness is going out crazy, bruh. They crazy, bruh. Alright, it's getting kinda dirty in these YouTube streets. The Amin Ra squad, God thinking you dudes weak. Islam or Judaism, where you learn what you dudes teach. The West African rapper slapping with that voodoo speech. All that sub-Saharan terror about a cuckoo feet. I'm like Norma, the agricultural farmer that grew you wheat for the storehouses. We feed the Hebrews and lead the people when we defeat the feeble. They wanna know polite rip me off, but Sonetta paid me my money though. That mean he 100. And I'ma work cause I ain't going out lazy, bruh. Thought he was conscious, but the homie just played me, bruh. The house of consciousness is going out crazy, bruh. They crazy, bruh. Nubian with the Jews, I rock the pinky. I think Jesus got to save me. A doctor save me, a doctor inky. I cop the copper jewels on blue and red. I'm not the chakra doctor, y'all claim woke. But you in bed, you won't pop a chopper, you Grandmaster J. You just talking. punks turn the other cheek and you will walk away. Y'all gon' have to pardon my Moorish. That's to Hawker Bay. I'm on that black African power on my darkest day. And that's my brother Ankh stomping them other punks. We brought them gators to Italy, you loving the Moors. And now I'm teaching from my shrine like brother Jabari. Scope in the savannah cause I'm on another safari. Tasha K showed us Frank record. Young Pharaoh just losing his mind and y'all can't help him. I know one thing, you're a fool if you're still out here donating to Umar school. That shit through. And I'ma work cause I ain't going out lazy, bruh. Thought he was conscious, but the homie just played me, bruh. The house of consciousness is going out crazy, bruh. They crazy, bruh. Look. You showing your hidden colors like Tariq Nasheed. A bunch of pseudo information I don't think I need. Probably lying on the text, ask Divine or Zion Lax. Just get that microphone ready. With Metal Netta, I'm Stone Jetty. A Ujahu, a Saw Imhotep. Y'all probably timid still on them Bobby Hemmett teachings. I'm in Gozy with the DNA. You cats corny and it's killing me too. You talk that black shit, but you look Arab like Gorilla Hebrew. You need therapy, they telling me just chillin', be cool. I'm a magi archer, you a sad guy talking. And I'ma work cause I ain't going out lazy, bruh. Thought he was conscious, but the homie just played me, bruh. The house of consciousness is going out crazy, bruh. They crazy, bruh. Oh no, I'm tripping. Hold on. Yeah. Man, we getting faster and faster at frying them while they lying. Now we just could just do it while they in the midst of lying. So as soon as they finish, they gonna see, damn, he already debunked that? God. That boy debunking stuff while we talking. Let me see. Now listen to this. I don't know what type of scammership this is. Listen to this.
Can you confirm that? Is that the truth?
Against what they
Listen.
caught him off
You
guard.
think something caught him off guard?
Yeah, he was.
Listen to this shit.
He
Y'all help
detected,
God,
the lie detector had determined it.
Listen to all this.
Up next, right? What he was signing the ass.
This shit be crazy.
That's right.
So why switch up? What's up, Elder? Y'all right? Ain't that right?
Peace and blessings.
Yes.
Right.
Don't we say if what somebody do speaking on the Bible if they don't know no Hebrew?
Yeah. And
They're
that's
hard pressed to have
all the
knowledge to
time.
understand it.
So why we gonna switch up when we get to the ancient Egyptian text?
That's right.
Crazy.
So now to speak on the Bible all
Yep.
the time.
And I-
what the hell's going on here?
We use the English Bible.
But he don't speak out like he no scholar. He just bang with y'all who and Christians and Hebrews. When Hebrew scholars step out, they know the text. But let's listen. Watch this.
We use the King James Bible. I don't care what it says in the Hebrew. Our people use the King James Bible.
Yeah, he do the
I'm
he do the
quoting
dang
some of the
on
words.
drive-by and everything. You feel me? Which is crazy, bro. Like it's wild.
Nobody over here is studying what the Hebrew Bible says. Brothers, you need to stop that. You're over here. Our people is in the King James Bible. So I'm going to use
We about to see L Big.
the King James Bible. Isn't that something?
But wait a minute, yo, that's why we brought the experts that can read the language now. I'm gonna say it
Yeah,
again.
that's the point.
That's why we brought the experts that can read the language.
Right.
If I can't read, I got the experts. But is y'all serious?
Because we don't trust you, nigga. Like,
Look. What's this? Afro Ninja. Egyptologists admitted that Smash knew more pertaining to a certain subject.
Dang, they
He
beating
said
them
it
up
straight out
on
of
their
his
show.
mouth. Being an expert doesn't mean
Shout out
you
to
know
Afro
it
Ninja, a
all.
real one.
That's a pseudo stance. Yeah, man, you high over there, yo. Stop smoking, yo.
Let me roll me
When
one
the
up.
man said that, because Smash
He
was talking
just
about
dealing
something
with his
he
past
never even
issues.
knew about. He be like, oh, You definitely know more about that than me. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, and my expertise, I've never seen that before. That's what he said.
He linking two
Yeah,
statements
he
from
hit it with the
different parts of the
ambush. You
video
don't,
together.
you don't do it like that. You feel me? You
Right,
let
then
them know what you want to
we-
cover, so they can have source material ready for you, so they can show you, so if they make a claim, they can back it up by showing you a source.
Right.
That's when you talk to them amateurs and them newbies y'all hire, social. Jonathan Winterman told me he's ready to sight read, which is read on the spot.
There you go.
Ambush was, well, what do you think about this? Like, oh, what the bro? Like, hold on.
Feeling stupid. Everything they say, I can just make a video and just, golly, y'all ain't got one thing to say.
Honestly,
But watch how bad this looked. They thought they was cooking tonight.
you know more about this than I do. But he said, but what I can say though is, what I will say about that. You feel me?
Plus, he was being smart about it. You know more than me on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know how we be
yeah.
saying, oh, come on, yo, you know more than me that. Start talking something.
Oh,
crazy.
okay, that's what
You
was
know
going
more about
on.
that than me. Yeah, man. Y'all crazy,
Oh,
yo.
this shit funny.
Yeah, y'all wild out, man. It's fun to me though. Anyway, so now you gotta know Hebrew. Man, you don't gotta know no damn Hebrew to know the Bible is the Bible.
All right, let's just stop that. We're going to pull up another YouTube real quick. Hold up. You hear this? This is just the... This will never be done to me. I know that much. They'll just sit there and talk shit. They ain't going to be able to show you shit like I'm showing you. So let's listen to this, what he's saying. Tonight, right now, live.
With that. Stop it. Come on, man.
Listen.
You know more about that than me. Yeah, man. Y'all crazy, yo. Yeah, y'all wild out, man. It's fun to me though. Anyway, so now you gotta know Hebrew. Man, you don't gotta know no damn Hebrew to know the Bible is the Bible. You'll get out of here with that. Stop it.
All right, that's what he said then. Let's see what he say here.
So my point is, can you hold on? If you can't read Arabic, I'm not listening to you. Can you read Arabic? See, we got him. We got him, coach. We got him. He can't read Arabic, but yet you're gonna tell me about something that's in the Arabic language? No, you're fading down the stretch. Don't make me get my Quran and see if you
So
can
which
read
Ankh is right?
Can you read that Quran in Arabic? Yes or no? Yes or no? Hold on. Yes or no? There you go. So we know. So the listening audience, he can't read Arabic. He can't read the Quran, right? So what translation are you reading? Would it be the white man's translation? Did you show the Nation of Islam? Really? I asked you a question. You're not answering questions. You're dancing. Yo, with the music, dance machine. Got to get down. Got to get down. You
Ooh,
dancing,
he was
son?
on one.
You dancing? Now we acting. I asked a good question. He can't read Arabic, right? That means you can't read the Quran. So we're no longer talking about the So my point is, can you hold on? If you can't read Arabic, I'm not listening to you. Can you read Arabic? See, we got him. We got him, coach. We got him. He can't read Arabic, but yet you're gonna tell me about something that's in the Arabic language? No, you're fading down the
So which one do we listen to? The guy that when it's useful for him, he say you need to know the language. But then when it's used against him, he sit here and say,
You know more about that than me. Yeah, man. Y'all crazy, yo. Yeah, y'all wild out, man. It's fun to me though. Anyway, so now you gotta know Hebrew. Man, you don't gotta know no damn Hebrew to know the Bible is the Bible. You'll get out of here with that. Stop it. Come on, man. Y'all tripping with that.
did he just change? Oh, he
There was
came
another
to,
comment I wanted to pull
he's
up.
allowed to change, huh? Oh, I'm allowed to change. I learned that you don't need to know Hebrew to know the Bible now. Now watch how bad this look. It's about to get bad.
Be coming up next.
We're going to do this surgically.
Right? What Senator asked him?
Huh?
Senator asked him, what are some of the points that they agree with you on and they don't agree with the pseudo killers?
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
I say that to Jabari. I tells him, brother, take some time out, study the Hebrew. Oh, I don't need to study the Hebrew. All right. They're going to eat you up every time. When you thinking that the Bible is saying one thing, they're going to take you to the Hebrew. And they right, because it's what the Hebrews say. That's the overrule. It overrules that English stuff, bro. You know? And that's why
Same
Zion,
with the metal nature.
that's why Zion is studying the metal nature. You see that? And Zion getting
Zion.
good at it too, bro.
Peace
He's
to
getting
Zion.
good. So the scholars that they bringing in, is they going against what they saying? Give me one instance where they, contradicting what they saying over there.
Oh man, them boys is looking real bad right now. Every scholar told them that the Egyptians were black people, and every scholar told them that they called themselves black.
Look at that.
So they
Ooh.
Y'all gotta know that's a lie, yo.
Liar,
Y'all gotta know that's a lie right
watch
there,
this.
yo. Now, come on, yo.
Yeah. The lie
Y'all gotta
detector,
know
the
that's
lie
a lie.
detector that determined that was a lie.
The lie detector that you terminated
was a lie.
smash is out. That is a lie.
Yeah, because when Jonathan
on,
went
man,
and actually
take it
told him
back.
to his face.
See,
Yeah,
now
Jonathan
look.
told him to his face.
So first of all, Social just one of them clowns. Because Sarnetta just asked me, what has their scholars said, and why the first person Social mentioned is Jonathan Winterman. They didn't interview Jonathan Winterman yet. So why is he not talking about their scholars, which is the question Sarnetta asked?
That's a lie, yo.
Listen to the question Sarnetta asked.
Good stuff, bro. And that's why
Same
Zion.
with the metal nature.
That's why Zion is studying the metal nature. You see that? And Zion getting good at it too, bro. He's getting good. So the scholars that they bringing in, is they going against what they saying?
The scholars that they bringing in, is they going against what they saying? They so bold, they can't even speak on their own scholars, but I got them. We gonna see.
Give me one instance where they, contradicting what they saying over there.
Oh man, them boys is looking real bad right now. Every scholar told them that the Egyptians were black people, and every scholar told them that they called themselves black.
Look at that.
So they
Ooh.
Y'all gotta know that's a lie, yo.
liar,
Y'all gotta know that's a lie right there, yo. Now, come on, yo.
Yeah. The lie
Y'all gotta
detector,
know
the
that's
lie
a lie.
detector that determined that was a lie.
The lie detector that you terminated
was a lie.
smash is out. That is a lie.
Yeah, because when Jonathan
on,
went and
man,
actually
take it
told him
back.
to his face.
Told him
Yeah,
to
Jonathan
his
went and told him
face.
to his face. We don't have that Egyptian calling themselves black people. I've never
Black.
seen it.
y'all see he's still trying to run with that.
The lady we just played.
The lady
said it
just
on there.
played.
Say
The
they don't
lady
call
he
themselves black
just
people.
played.
Yeah, Carol Cooney said it.
Carol Cooney said it.
All right, we're gonna
Just
see
don't
is
call
what they're
themselves
saying
black.
true.
Why would he
Liar.
say like that? Hey, Patar,
Yeah.
unmute yourself, Patar. I want to know what's going on, Patar.
I
You my
think
man?
Now listen to Patah.
I just
yo,
caught him
way
off
back,
guard,
yo.
man. I caught him off
You
guard.
think
with
something
that.
that caught him off guard?
Yeah,
caught
he
him
was.
off
Yeah.
guard.
He's
Patar, help us out.
programmed to lie. Star
Help us
cut
out,
him off
Patar.
guard and he's programmed to lie.
Yeah.
Peace. Can you hear me?
Yeah, did you hear that statement though? Do you agree with that statement? Scared to say it.
I think
boy.
the top leader fifth.
He pleaded Smith. All right, we're gonna let you
What's
plead.
that?
the fifth.
What?
I may not have heard. I was looking. Just in case. Sosa try to hand me up and say, show me your scholarship. I was looking up and grabbing my documentation. So I wasn't paying attention at that moment. What statement were you talking about?
All right, right here. Help me out. If I'm tripping, yo, let me know. You wouldn't lie to me, yo. I know you for years, yo. Here.
Oh man, them boys is looking real.
Contradicting what they saying over there. Going against what they saying? Give me one instance where they, contradicting what they saying over there.
Oh man, them boys is looking real bad right now. Every scholar told them that the Egyptians were black people, and every scholar told them that they called themselves black.
Look at that.
So they tried to send them my work on the sneak.
Sneak nothing. But Todd, did you hear that? Is that a true statement? We just want to make sure we have not lost our mind. Can you confirm that? that the truth?
I heard that statement.
Huh?
That is not a 100%.
Okay.
I'm
Not
glad them
100%.
suckers watching live so I could
That statement was
debunk them on
stated
their own show.
prior to this last
Who? Which ones?
He just said it like 2 days ago.
Yeah, yo, the lady just told. The one he was just playing said it.
When was this? Was that yesterday?
Yeah. Yeah. She was like,
okay.
no. And then the one before that, he did say he just played the video of her.
Right, but he did that last night.
He saw Cara Cooney though.
Me, Sarah called Cooney, man. Carol Cooney ain't say
He
that.
did it last night.
They ain't got no content. They
He
know I'm live, so
he
they're gonna lose
He
viewership.
interviewed
So
him.
they're trying to show what I'm showing.
The first 3 minutes of hold on.
Yeah, Cara Cooney was like the only. That's why I say it's not 100%.
Let's play
The
Winterman
only
then.
what?
But if you want to take the consensus, though,
See, he
of
keeps
all
saying, let's play Winterman. But listen to Potato.
they all said black, and those are the people.
No, the one we brought.
So if you took a percentage of how many scholars said that, then the percentage would be on his side.
No,
They
but
doing
Tom, we
this
talking about
right
the
now.
people we interviewed. That's what he talking about. That's what Sarnetta asked him. What about the scholars they bring?
No, hold on. See, he know I'm talking, Sarnetta talking about the people y'all interviewed. So let's go in on it. Since there seemed to be some confusion. Right? And let's see what I said. I said all they scholars told him Egyptians was black, and all they scholars said Egyptians was black people. So we're going to see which of these scholars did not say one of those claims as we look right at the shit live. And we're going to start like this. I'm glad you're showing this on your show so you can show the people this. Let's go.
So he would have that name Pepi Ankh, and then at the end it's Ken, the black. The ancient Egyptians were big on nicknames. They were big on changing their names when they had a change in life circumstance, adding a name that reflected something about who they were as people. A man would have, or a woman might have a name, and then what they called a good name, a ren nefer, that we translate loosely as kind of a nickname. And so for a lot of people, Ken was their nickname, and it probably, or could have, possibly at least, referred to the fact that their skin and hair were darker than their average neighbor. Or their skin, probably. Most Egyptians seem to have black hair.
Okay. One down that quick. God, they'll sit there and just kiki in front of y'all all day. So Maggie Bryson said that they called themselves black. Let's see what Cara Cooney said. How easy this gonna be? I'll just put an X. Right?
Bobby Boogers has been running a scam.
I'm pretty sure they ain't seen that though. Now you're gonna find some way not to show this on this show. And let's see what Jonathan Winterman said, since you wanted to say, let's see what Jonathan Winterman said.
And it's Ken, the black.
Let's see what experts say about Smash.
You're reading it quite expertly, which is very, I would say, again, you're not an average layperson, so that I think that's very clear.
Now let's see what,
and we'll see what he say about the subject too. I ain't even need to look at all this. Y'all can come back. We can watch that later. What Cara Cooney at? Because we're going to do their scholars right in the list. I don't think I put Cara Cooney in this video. So let's find the other one.
When Scamming the People Goes Wrong, featuring Bobby Boogers.
Mm-hmm. This where the content at. This ain't Cara Cooney. But this eight scholars telling you black skitty, but y'all didn't bring them up. All right, here we go.
10 Egyptologists.
The third Egyptologist was from their interview with Kara Cooney. No, not the third, the fourth. Now, you can play whatever you want.
Black today, and they were actually the Greek words that are used for them.
You can play whatever you want and say what you want to say. After y'all said all y'all shit, this is what Kara Cooney told y'all.
Is black.
Now, don't misunderstand me. I am not saying that the ancient Egyptians were not black, as we Americans perceive it. They were. The way we define black with mixed race one drop rule, the way we define black as a positive thing, the Egyptians were black.
Okay, so there go their second scholar. She said that right to their face. Now, y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Did they interview somebody else besides these people on the screen? They sitting there live and getting debunked live. Now they over there going, oh man, oh man, oh man. Now let's go to Rebecca Wayne. Since they so puzzled, let me see. Let's go to Rebecca Wayne. Where's she at? Well, we could knock down this one.
The pseudo-killers and Bro Garfield have maintained that Egyptians were not black and that they would never call themselves that. After their statements were disproven, they went on a rampage contacting white Egyptologists to try to get these Egyptologists to say Egyptians were not black and they would not have called themselves that. This effort backfired tremendously as Kara Cooney told them that Egyptians were black, and Dr. Maggie Bryson said they would call themselves Kem, the Black, frequently. Now let's watch Brother Ankh switch his position to agreeing with Smash. He knows now Egyptians were black.
So now we got to analyze this. Peep gang, they only brought these 4 scholars on, right? And we know when Ankh makes this confession, he ain't talking about Dr. Rebecca Wayne. But we're going to hear it from the horse's mouth. Hold on, where'd that go? I might play the wrong video. Oh, that was the switch up, huh?
The pseudo-killers and Bro Garfield have maintained that Egyptians were not black and that they would never call themselves that. After their statements were disproven, they went on a rampage contacting white Egyptologists to try to get these Egyptologists to say Egyptians were not black and they would not have called themselves that. This effort backfired tremendously as Kara Cooney told them that Egyptians were black, and Dr. Maggie Bryson said they would call themselves Kem, the Black, frequently. Now let's watch Brother Ankh switch his position to agreeing with Smash. He knows now Egyptians were black and they called themselves that, confirmed by his experts.
In Egyptian, similarly, Kemet, another root of 3 sounds, right? 3 consonant sounds, refers to something that is black in color. Yeah? So it can be used for different words relating to blackness via the Kemet sound. It doesn't mean they're the same thing, it just means they all have something in common. So when it is used for Kemet, the black land, it carries the classifier, and you identified it correctly. It is indeed a classifier, or as Egyptologists sometimes call it, a determinative, which shows that it's a place, right? You were showing me, you showed me the glyph. It's a place with crossroads that you're seeing from the sky. That says it's a location that is referring to the black land, yeah, the inundation, the Nile Valley. This one, you see, the classifier has changed, and so now it is cattle with horns, and it's referring to cattle that is black in color. Okay, so it's not the same word. Like I'm saying, everything that's sort of Kemet related, like this guy who calls himself Kemi, the Black, in his nickname, right, his epithet, that's also black. It's a slightly different word. It's got the same root, so it means something that's connected. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. So let me ask you this. Can't you, hold on, let me say this. So you could read that the black people, right? The black people, right? So you could read that the black people, right? The black people, right?
Now we got to break this one down, and I'm gonna kill it.
The black people, right?
First, you're hearing it from the horse's mouth, but watch he say that. I'm telling you, the expert says that.
You could actually say that. I'm telling you, yo, the expert said you could literally say it if you wanted to.
Oh, so he knows the expert says that you could say that if you literally wanted to. So the question we have is, which expert says that? See? Now, the video that they talking about and scrutinizing, notice they putting that shit up in 3 segments. Dr. Camilla Dyson part 1, because they got their brakes beat off. Because now he trying to soften it like what she said is a legitimate word. You could say that, but there ain't no precedence. Why would they say that? But you can hear it from his mouth. So who you want to put the X next to? Because Ankh gave you the confirmation. The expert says that. You can say that. I know who the X goes next to. That's Dyson. Because he ain't got no other expert. And if it's not, it's a mysterious expert who he's sitting here confessing that they told him you could say that. But you about to get online and tell people some other shit.
The pseudo killers and Bro Garfield.
Into blackness, you show it's a location.
So tell the people live on your show right now, who is the expert who you talking about right here?
Hold on, let me say this. So you could read that the black people, right? The black people, right? So you could read that the black people, right? The black people, right? The black people, right? You could actually say that. I'm telling you, yo, the expert said you could literally say it if you wanted to. The black people.
I'm telling you, bro, the experts say you can literally say that if you wanted to. The only one they ain't released unless it's one we don't know about another expert that's going to say that.
Right?
So y'all ain't released part 3 of her video because y'all want to soften the impact.
You wanted to.
But you sitting here confessing with your own mouth. The black people, right?
Right? The black people, right? The black people, right? You could actually say that. I'm telling you, yo, the expert said you could literally say it if you wanted to. The black people, right?
He's telling you, yo, the expert says you can literally say that if you wanted to. This shit is crazy. But they just live tonight saying, which one of our experts said that? This shit, as soon as they poke their head out, they getting popped down. And I'm streaming when y'all streaming so all y'all viewers can migrate. There's no sleep. A matter of fact, I'm a resubscribe so I can know when you streaming so I can just take all them viewers.
The black people, right? So you could read that the black people, right?
So it's only 2 options, right? Because the Egyptologists that they showed us are on the screen. You see? So the options algorithmically we got either in the 3rd part of the video that they scared to play, she say that, or it's Egyptologist X, unrevealed. But we got the word out the horse's mouth.
The pseudo killers and Bro Garfield.
The black people, right? So you could read that the black people, right? The black people, right? The black people, right? You could actually say that. I'm telling you, yo, the expert said you could literally say it if you wanted to. The black people, right? So
I'm telling you, bro. He like, don't get in trouble with that one no more. I'm telling you, bro. The expert literally said you could say that.
Let me ask you this. Can't you hold on, let me say this. So you could read that the black people, right?
I've consistently said that interjecting race into the conversation
like black or white is anachronistic. The black people, right? And during those time periods, they would have never called themselves black. So let me ask you this. Can't you hold on, let me say this. So you could read that the black people, right? And I simply said, if you're saying that
I
these
just want to
dissidents call
know
themselves
which Ankh y'all following. There's so many different ones in these videos. Now let's go to scholar number 3. Let me see. Is it this one?
Yeah, so you could, I'm telling you, yo, the expert said you could
No,
literally
that's
say it.
something else. Hold on. Let me see.
When Scamming the People
Oh,
Goes Wrong,
hold on.
featuring Bobby Boogers.
It was before that. Oh, maybe this.
So the first question I have for you, my brother Ngozi.
We're going to skip through this just to get to a certain part. Now, this was so daunting for Dr. Rebecca Wang. You have to sit and listen to her fumble and bumble and finally accidentally by default say what she said. But I noted it in the video. So I point out what she say, the words and the meanings, and she left it for y'all to put it together. But I guess y'all never did.
Basically trying to get an understanding of how do you, like you see the glyph with the 2 people sitting and the 3 marks underneath, right? And like how would you how would you translate that in that script?
The last word.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the 3 short strokes they represent basically plurality, because number 3 is a number of multitude plurality, so it's a marker to indicate a plural term.
And the like, so when you read it in totality, how do you read it like, in a sense, like the people of the black land, or
just read so it will be, the noun will be pronounced Kemet. So Egyptians, the writing system have signs that present sound and signs that present meaning. So in this case, sound, Kemet, is represented by this sign. You can't see my cursor, but this little sign represents the scale of a crocodile. So it's represent a colored black, and the little.
So you asked her what it means. And so far, all she really told you was the crocodile, as far as meaning is concerned, represents the color black. We can rewind. But see, she's so fumbling and bumbling, she trying to go to pronunciation. Because when she see it on the screen, she like, holy shit. They got me with some shit that could indeed be translated as black people. So watch her fumble and bumble, but let's extract the details of what she says.
Presented by this sign. You can't see my cursor, but this little sign represents the scale of a crocodile. So
matter of fact, I'm gonna challenge everybody to extract anything that's a meaning, because he asked, what does it mean? So let's extract every meaning out of this and see what we come up with.
Basically trying to get an understanding of how do you, like you see the glyph with the 2 people sitting and the 3 marks underneath, right? And like how would you how would you translate that in?
So he said, how would you translate it?
That's script.
The last word.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the 3 short strokes they represent basically plurality, because number 3 is a number of multitude plurality, so it's a marker to indicate a plural term.
And the like, so when you read it in totality, how do you read it like, in a sense, like the people of the black land, or
just read it will be, the noun will be pronounced Kemet. So Egyptians, the writing system have signs that present sound and signs that present meaning. So in this case, sound, Kemet, is represented by this sign. I don't, you can't see my cursor, but this little sign represents the scale of a crocodile. So it's represent the colored black.
So that's the only meaning she gave him so far. This shit gonna be funny. Represent the color black, then watch her fumble and bumble.
And the little half spherical
wound under there. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a feminine marker T. So Kemet.
Black femininity. That's all she said so far.
That's represent these two signs represent the sound of how to pronounce this word, and they're also the seated men and women. Behind these sounds, they represent the meaning of this word. So
what was the meaning of the word? They couldn't even hear none of this. I don't even get it.
But when you make the point to say by American standards they black, I'm cool with that.
See, he already know he cool with that. But he on y'all show saying, when did she say they was black? Anyway, I'm taking this back because they gonna be like, Rebecca Wang didn't say that. So tell us, let's see.
With the two people sitting and the three marks underneath, right? And like how would you how would you translate that? And that's script.
The last word.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the three short strokes they represent basically plurality because number 3 is a number of multitude plurality. So it's a marker to indicate a plural term.
And like, so when you read it in totality, how do you read it like in a sense like the people of the black land, or
just read so it will be, the noun will be pronounced Kemet. So Egyptians, the writing system have signs that present sound and signs that present meaning. So in this case, sound, Kemet, is represented by this sign. You can't see my cursor, but this little sign represents the scale of a crocodile. So it's represent the colored black, and the little half spherical
wound under there.
Yeah, that is a feminine marker T. So Kemet, that's represent these two signs represent the sound of how to pronounce this word, and they're also the seated men and women. Behind these sounds, they represent the meaning of this word. So you see that words with these.
So she told you, and she's still telling you, but she don't know how to say it. And I don't know if y'all listening.
I guess ideograms. They represent groups of people. And
what do those ideograms represent?
And the sound of how to pronounce this word, and they're also the seated men and women. Behind these sounds, they represent the meaning of this word. So
they represent the meaning of the word, and what else do they represent?
You see that words with these ideograms, they represent groups of people.
Now I guess I'm twisting her words, huh? You asked her what did it mean. All she told you was the first word is black, and then this is a feminine T marker. These three strokes represent plurality, and this represent groups of people. Oh, she ain't say that. Let's listen again. Tell me she said anything different.
System have signs that present sound and signs that present meaning. So in this case, sound, Kemet, is represented by this sign. You can't see my cursor, but
see, she trying to tell you sound, Kemet, is represented by these signs. After you ask how would you translate it, what would it mean, or how do you translate it? So she's telling you how to pronounce it. Now she's gonna tell you the meaning.
This little sign represent the scale of a crocodile. So it's represent the color black.
Did you not hear that? It represents the color black.
And the little half spherical.
Now we're gonna hear when she say groups of people.
Yeah, that is a feminine marker T. So Kemet. That's represent these two signs represent the sound of how to pronounce this word, and they're also the seated men and women. Behind these sounds, they represent the meaning of this word. So you see that words with these ideograms, they represent groups of people.
Now y'all, the word is black. Do y'all see the only things we got on the screen? She described everything on the screen. Let's look. Let's go back to the Kemet word. She said this means black, and we know the M go with that. She described the T, right? Said this makes it feminine. And she said this is groups of people. What part of that don't they understand? And she's not even going to alter it. So let's listen.
Basically trying to get an understanding of how do you, like you see the glyph with the two people sitting and the 3 marks underneath, right? And like how would you how would you translate that? And that's script.
The last word.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the 3 short strokes they represent basically plurality, because number 3 is a number of multitude plurality. So it's a marker to indicate a plural term.
And like, so when you read it in totality, do you read it like, in a sense, like the people of the Black land, or
just read so it will be, the noun will be pronounced Kemet. So Egyptians, the writing system have signs that present sound and signs that present meaning. So in this case, sound, Kemet, is represented by this sign. You can't see my cursor, but this little sign represents the scale of a crocodile. So it's represent the color black, and the little half spherical.
under there.
Yeah, that is a feminine marker T. So Kemet, that's represent these two signs represent the sound of how to pronounce this word, and they're also the seated men and women. Behind these sounds, they represent the meaning of this word. So you see that words with these ideograms, they represent groups of people, and
yeah, she gonna go on and try to put them back on the Black land. But I heard the word. So let's go back to the chart and see who lied about what. What did Rebecca Wang just tell y'all that meant? What happened to the chart? There we go. Black and groups of people. Is that not what Dr. Wang just said? I played it about 4 times. So tell me which scholar just got lied about. Because we got it from the horse's mouth. Now, if it's Dr. DiBiase Tyson, if that's wrong, that's fine. It's speculative because we heard Ankh say this.
The pseudo-killers and Bro Garfield have maintained that
different words.
The black people, right? So you could read that the black people, right?
So just like some detectives, he's going to say the experts told him that.
The black people, right? The black people, right? You could actually say that. I'm telling you, yo, the expert said you could literally say it if you wanted to.
So now we got to say, okay, he know he full of shit because he telling people the expert tell you can say that, right? We got an X next to every expert. We could take the X off DiBiase Tyson if she isn't the one who wound up saying that. But he's denying that D said it, so it's either anonymous expert. He done gave us more ammo. We just watched all the videos. That shit crazy. Now we're gonna have a marathon since you don't know, you can't mess with it. Let's go and have a little marathon real quick. Little marathon. Go and get your popcorn. Get in all your good sensibility. We might get a little bit goofy tonight. You feel me?
When Scamming the People Goes Wrong, featuring Bobby Boogers. In this clip, Bobby Boogers wants you to think Smash was not well received by the scholars.
Favorite part of the video right here was Smash. He's on there with a whole chamber of doctors. And this what he did. Big up to Smash Scamwell.
As far as my artistry with what I'm learning from you guys, and I'm not going there. I'm just gonna say something I think you would enjoy. My last song I said, no, I want to watch something funny. I want to laugh.
So the first question I have for you, my brother Ngozi, Chief X recently did a presentation on my channel claiming that the ancient Egyptian people were not black. Do you agree or disagree with him?
No, I disagree. The Egyptians were black. No, I disagree. The Egyptians were black.
Final words is not the plight and not talking about damn Egyptians.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
If you got a Nubian cattle culture, pottery and all that shit that migrated from, and language that migrated from north of Egypt, like, what are you trying to say, though? It tells you all that.
At what point did ancient Egyptian culture become distinct?
That's not the point we make. We saying that what it became what it came out of.
Nobody denied what it came out of.
That's
Nobody
normally how
denied what it
cultures
came out
arrive.
of.
I know, but that's so it derived out of a nappy head group of motherfuckers. So it derived out of a nappy head group of motherfuckers. So it derived out of a nappy head group of motherfuckers. You ain't smoking weed as long as I did. Don't smoke crack as long as I did.
I know you don't smoke no more, family, but you were very high. Trying to run up on Smash. The boys fought they fight, had an illiterate leader, that's why they thought they right. I know you ain't back fucking with cracks, but you was tripping saying Egyptians wasn't black, bro.
Okay, here we go. I can tell some problems right now. So you said a few things that most people can't even put together in their mind. So I would like to say this. When you say to me that based off of American standards, I automatically say, well, that's colonizing standards. That was the standard set by colonizers and the racist white supremacists. They were very supremacist in their approach to racialize indigenous people and put their own tags on them. So that's the American standard. That am I wrong? Am I wrong in that? I want to make sure
you are not wrong.
Okay, so the museums, the curators say they're indigenous Africans to get away from that because we know we studied Charles Darwin, right? And he basically said that humans come from Africa first. He's one of the first people to support that, right? And he's basically saying that, you know, skin color can actually range. So we recognize this. And like you said, the patriarchy, I like the way you say that. The patriarchy, right? I like that. And so, but when you make the point to say by American standards they black, I'm cool with that. But when you make the point to say by American standards they black, I'm cool with that. When you make the point to say by American standards they black, I'm cool with that.
I mean, like Smash, plain and simple, is a bona fide rap artist. He started him and his buddy started the Hyro crew. You know what I'm saying? Dedicated, you know what I'm saying, to studying the language, the glyphs. You know what I'm saying? When he comes to these series, it's like qualified to challenge the curators. Qualified to challenge the curators. Qualified to challenge the curators. You know what I'm saying? In museums. All right?
Many months later.
When it was time to call your mother name,
I did that. When it was time to call your mother name, I did that. I did that. Now all of a sudden, when the experts come into play, oh, I agree with them. How? Then why would we have argued? Well, we weren't talking about race, but what the hell was we talking about? Where is their stance? Do y'all know? Because if the stance is that the Egyptians called themselves black people, every single expert we brought said different. Every single expert they brought said different. They said no. They never called themselves that.
As far as a name, an ancient Egyptian having a name, Kem, and it happened not infrequently that the ancient Egyptians would have either a name or a nickname. More commonly, I think, a nickname, Kem. So, like, there's a guy like Pepi Ankh. His name is Pepi Ankh. The pharaoh, may the pharaoh Pepi live. It's the name itself is a reference to the king, and may actually have not been his original name. It might be a name that he adopted as a priest of a dead king, or as a government functionary under a living king. But so he would have that name Pepi Ankh, and then at the end it's Kem, the black.
Where is their stance? Do y'all know? Because if the stance is that the Egyptians called themselves black people, every single expert we brought said different. Every single expert they brought said different. They said no. They never called themselves.
So he would have that name Pepi Ankh, and then at the end it's Kem, the black, the black, the black, the black.
But the stance is that the Egyptians called themselves black people. Every single expert we brought said different.
He would have that name Pepi Ankh, and then at the end it's Kem, the black. The ancient Egyptians were big on nicknames. They were big on changing their names when they had a change in life circumstance, adding a name that reflected something about who they were as people. A man would have, or a woman might have a name, and then what they called a good name, a ren nefer, that we translate loosely as kind of a nickname. And so for a lot of people, Kem was their nickname, and it probably, or could have, possibly at least, referred to the fact that their skin and hair were darker than their average neighbor. Or their skin, probably. Most Egyptians seem to have black hair.
The stance is that the Egyptians called themselves black people. Every single expert we brought said different.
You could either say it's Ta-Kemi is short for Ta-Kemit. Again, so the black feminine and then we know it's clearly feminine there because we have the ta instead of a pa. So then Kemi would probably originally have had a feminine ending. But again, this is not Kemeti, but Kemit. So the black female one as opposed to the one that belongs to that which is black.
As far as a name, an ancient Egyptian having a name, Kem, and it happened not infrequently that the ancient Egyptians would have either a name or a nickname. More commonly, I think, a nickname, Kem.
And then over here, this is how many times we found people calling themselves Kim on different stelae all over the place.
But it would have been a name that described some aspect of who they were.
When you make the point to say by American standards they black, I'm cool with that. When you make the point to say by American standards they black, I'm cool with that.
So we got enough evidence to do the chart. I think we should bring him up on charges. He a bold-faced liar. Because when he was talking to Karakuni, he get a double X. Let me go back. When he was talking to Karakuni, he confirmed with her that he was cool with that. Right? We could go back to the Maggie Bryson conversation and see them not have nothing to say about that. So they know Maggie Bryson's stance because she told them to their face. The first X is for us witnessing us say that to her. And I need to take this DiBiase Bison one off because it's kind of like, Ankh confessed to this in the video. And they trying to stagger the video and upload it in 3 parts. So let's listen to him confess to it.
The pseudo killers and
so y'all, you don't gotta take my word for it. Take it from his mouth.
Hold on, let me say this. So you could read that the black people, right? the black people, right? So you could read that the black people, right? The black people, right? The black people, right? You could actually say that. I'm telling you, yo, the expert said you could literally say it if you wanted to. The black people, right? So let me ask you this. Can't you hold on, let me say this.
So the only thing we have to examine when we're looking at the chart is which expert told him that you can say that, right? With such to where he's going to speak with such certainty. It had to have been DiBiase Bison or anonymous Egyptologist, right? But he out there tonight talking about ain't nobody said that. Copy that shit. Now let's go back and listen. This is what their claims was when they were streaming. Let's see. I probably done killed all their momentum and they fell asleep.
Years ago are significant.
No, they still live. I bet they got 2 viewers. Told you. All right, so that was in the 100. Now you got knocked down. Well, we off that. I'm going to go back to, they had to switch up because the bass head Bobby came on. No, I'm going back to the lies. There's probably been hella more lies since then. But I'm going back to the lies. Right here.
The classification.
No. It must have been hella early in the show. Right here. Can't speak on that Bible, right?
That's right.
So why switch up? What's up, Elder? Y'all right? Ain't that right?
Peace and blessings.
Yes.
Facts.
Don't we say if what somebody do speaking on the Bible if they don't know no Hebrew?
Yeah.
And
that's
hard pressed to have
all
knowledge
the
to
time.
understand it.
So why are we gonna switch up when we get to the ancient Egyptian text?
That's right.
Crazy.
So now let's speak on the Bible.
Yep.
I just admitted that Smash knew more pertaining to a certain subject. He said it straight out of his mouth.
So hold on.
Being-
This dude on his own show can't even proofread comments before he read out loud. So he be accidentally sharing shit that's positive for me. You can't make this up. Listen to this. He getting roasted by his own audience, and he got to read it so slow that he don't know he getting roasted until, most of us read half the sentence, then we start speaking out loud. This dude started at the first word. Listen. In this community, have we allowed that? For years, we beat up people saying, oh, if you don't know the Hebrew, you can't speak on that Bible, right?
That's right.
So why switch up? What's up, Elder? Y'all?
If I can't read, I got the experts. But is y'all serious?
Because we don't trust you, nigga.
Look at the comment he had to put on the screen.
Look,
And didn't even read it.
What's
Listen.
this? Afro Ninja. Egyptologist admitted that Smash knew more pertaining to a certain subject. He said it straight out of his mouth. Being an expert doesn't mean you know it all. That's a pseudo stance. Yeah, man, you high over there, yo. Stop smoking, yo.
So that didn't happen? This is crazy. Your own people be like, man, an Egyptologist admitted that Smash knew more pertaining to that subject. God. They got to fight their own people.
When the man said that, because Smash was talking about something that he never even knew about, he'd be like, oh.
What he never knew about, I was talking about the term Kim.
You definitely know more about that than me. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, and
he didn't even say that at that part. Oh my God, you just a bum. So switch him up, ship. And I want y'all to hear these words from him and Social after everything we just went through.
100%.
Okay.
And Patah too. Listen to Patah.
To be fair, that statement was stated prior to this last
Who?
Them boys is looking real bad right now.
Listen to
Every
your boy
scholar
Patah,
told
Reggie.
that the Egyptians were black people, And every scholar told them that they called themselves black.
Look at that.
So they tried to send them my work on the sneak.
Sneak nothing. But Todd, did you hear that? Is that a true statement? We just want to make sure we have not lost our mind. Can you confirm that? Is that the truth?
I heard that statement.
Huh?
That is not a 100%.
Okay.
Not 100%. But to be fair, that statement.
No. So what ain't 100 about it? I'm about to open up the chat. Cats be crazy. That shit crazy. God,
Recording in progress.
all these scholars telling them, look, man, what's the matter with y'all? They be like, what type of black people is y'all?
Recording stopped.
Here go the link. Feel free to hit it. I want Patah to come on and tell me what wasn't 100% true about the statement. What's up? What's up, G Laton?
Hey, how you doing, fam?
Chilling. How are you?
Yo, they trying to come for you, man.
Can't
But
do nothing though. All I
they
gotta
can't
do
do
is start
shit.
streaming and their whole audience migrate.
Exactly. That's I was telling them on their screen on this stream. I'm like, everybody coming over Smash Spot.
That's what
So
happened.
over there, he mad as hell. He said he called me a hater. I'm like, listen, man, you should give back Smash's wrench back. And he's sabotaging over there. You need to take that wrench from Sosa, man. He's on the other side, man.
Oh, Sosa got his wrench over here? Oh, I was been
Yeah,
tripping.
you didn't know that?
I should have been to that thing.
You should have been took that from that.
You don't trip off that. Yeah, that thing is good as meal, dude. It's all good.
Yeah, they plotting on you over there, man.
They can't do
Those-
nothing though. they like puppies. You know?
Those off the chain.
Every day they get bombed. They try to hop out with a lie and get bombed.
Man.
Right?
So what's going on, Smash?
Oh, it's all as well. How about yourself? I can't complain.
Well. Yeah, I hope yeah, it seemed like Reggie ain't going according to the thing. He's talking about not playing the interview and stuff. I hope, but he say he's upset.
What
I don't know
interview?
why he upset.
What interview? Oh, here come Reggie right here, so he can tell us what's going on with it.
Smash, when you going overseas? When's that?
At the end of the month.
Okay, I got you.
You know. But what's up with Brother Reggie?
He's upset. I don't know why he upset.
Oh, here's no Reggie right here. So you can turn off the YouTube.
One question. I am going to do that. Sorry, I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm gonna turn.
Smash, when you going overseas?
Peace to Reggie. What's up with you?
Hey, Smash, you know how I'm feeling right now. So, yeah, I'm just feeling a certain type of way. My hands are tied. My hands are tied, and
Okay. Hey,
and
brother Reggie, how you doing?
really unfortunate. Gila Khan piece. It's listen, I am in a very good place. I think that some people know that I am in a very good place when I could have a conversation with a chair of a department in the field that I study. And
Right.
and no, not just do well, do exceptionally well, right? But there are issues. So that but I have to be a professional, and I work with other people, and the public will not ever know, and I'm not going to disparage the person that I had a conversation with, but I can just tell you as an African descendant that up against an institution, I exceptionally well, right? Exceptionally well. So you would be proud of me, and the other people that that attack me and attack Smash and the rest of us. They would see magnificence. They would see your brother magnificent, magnificent, and and I was able to put in I don't know why my video's not working, um but you can bet it's just one of those things that it can't be shown. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
It can't be shown, right? Because it would be devastating, right? And so, as I get older and as you get older and this thing kind of winds down, maybe I would be able to get it to show certain people. But I can just tell you that it was so devastating that all they doing is punching at Ghost. And I think um, I follow Smash's work. I follow all of your work, right? I think Smash knows where I went, right? And he knows my caliber, but I'm worn out. All I can just do is watch you guys and girls and ladies uh, demonstrate, and if I give some advice, right? If I give some advice, know full well that I was on the mountaintop and I was victorious. Know full well that if I give you advice, it's because I stood there, right? Right. Could you say anything, Smash? Do you think I'm selling wolf tickets? Huh? And you're even though I give you so much credit, right? I've known you for a long time, right? Um, you don't think I'm selling any wolf tickets in what I'm saying at all? What I did, right? And so to the other young people, we're just trying to get you ready. But for me, because I can't really show it,
right?
I feel I feel that victory is swept from African people, right? But do know, though I was nice, though I was professional, get all of that, I was competent. And I can only be competent by being in a dojo with some of the best. And that's all I am going to say, that I was trained by the best. I'm talking about my elders, and I'm also talking about many of you, right? And when a person came for me and my people, right? The only thing that the person could say was my tone, right? Not my competence. Not my competence. And if there's anybody who doubts that, well, keep doubting, but just know that I had a conversation with a chair of a university of Egyptology, and I did remarkable. I did excellent. I did what the Magi's did. I did what the kings did, and I won't say anything more.
Okay. All right. No. Magi, you there? Okay. Yeah, I can hear you now.
I was muted on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
What's
But
up? What's
but
up
Reg,
with Patah? What's up with Patah?
Peace to the archers. What's up? Y'all already know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So Reg, was it a long conversation you had with her? Can you speak on that? Or was it an hour or 2 hours? Or how long was the
Hour and a
conversation?
half. Hour and a
You had
half.
an hour and a half conversation? Okay.
An hour and a half. That the people will never see. It's not even really supposed to be spoken about. But there obviously are things I can say. I just have to be respectful. But just do know that your support on this channel, right, got me ready. Just do know that. And then for me, there's really nothing else. I understand that Egyptologists, the only Egyptologists we should speak to is the ones who know the meta nature. If they don't know the meta nature, right, should not be speaking to them, right? We should not be speaking to them. The ones with the meta nature, the ones that are smashed or demonstrating, the problem is that people who don't know the meta nature is interviewing them, right? And they're being led to say things that they're trained to say, right? But it's not. But when you test them with the questions, then like with Dr. Jonathan Winterman, which Smash gets so many medals for that. He gets so many medals for Jonathan Winterman because that allowed me to use what Jonathan Winterman said and being honest directly to someone else in the department. And it didn't go well. It did not go well because we're not supposed to be privy to that. And so what Smash did was something that he deserves valor for. Like he goes into the history books. So whatever these people are saying about the Egyptians being not being black, right? I'm gonna do a video tomorrow. I don't care what they say. I want to talk about their black God. I don't want to talk about what we look like, right? I want to talk about that the people proved it by making an image of God like themselves. That's what I want to do. I want to show a black God before Abraham, and before Yahweh, before Allah, right? Before Jesus, right?
Right.
And then you figure out why these people made God in their image, right?
Yeah.
They made God in their image. They started off with black pots and sacred divine black pots and sacred divine black knives, and then they applied it to their animals, their rams and sheep, and then their cattle, right? And they picked from their rams and sheep the most sacred of the color, the most majestic of the color, the black color. And then those divine cattle and flocks and herds and all of them became God.
So, Patah, which one of these scholars didn't even tell Ankh and them that they was black or that they called themselves black?
In my opinion, Dyson she was very, to me, she was very adamant about the Egyptians were black.
Yeah, and so I spoke to that, but I don't think she actually said that. So here's the clip I want to ask you. Out of all these scholars, which one is Brother Ankh talking about?
I have.
Hold on.
He saying all of them.
Hold on.
Pseudo killers and bro.
It's sort of Kemet.
Hold on, let me say this. So you could read that.
Can y'all hear that?
The black people, right?
No, I can't hear it. No.
The black people, right? So you could read that the black people, right? The black people, right? The black people, right? You could actually say that. I'm telling you, yo, the expert said you could literally say that if you wanted to.
So he's telling him that the experts say that you can literally say that if you want to. We are looking at the experts that they brought on their shows. I never heard Kara Cooney say that. And I never heard them say that with Maggie Bryson. Rebecca Wang didn't say that. So to me, if I'm doing the process of elimination, it's only an anonymous Egyptologist or the third, because they got 3 clips of this video, but only shared 2. Am I incorrect about that?
He said Kara Cooney didn't say that.
Kara Cooney said they were black people.
With the caveat, one drop.
With the caveat, one drop.
I don't even care about none of that. They can explain that away. Out her mouth, she said, look, the Egyptians is black. Maggie Bryson said they called themselves black, and they was black. Rebecca Wang did the fumbling and bumbling, and we could play it on the screen again and see if we could get anything else out of her statement. So now that's why we have parentheses around this X for Bias Dyson, because Ankh is confessing out his very own mouth that an expert told him you could say that. So it's either an anonymous expert or one of the ones that they presented to us. And
Or he just talking out the side like normal. Like just just talking junk, but he thinks all the experts are on his side. So,
but you just got through telling him my statement wasn't 100% correct when you was on his show 5 minutes ago. Now you on my show saying he talk out the side of his neck.
I'm not. There's no division. There's no. I'm standing on my square, and I still stand on. Think that statement is 100% right. And you with your and I also. But did you play the rest of it?
The rest of he didn't play the rest of it.
Oh,
well, I thought you meant the rest of DiBiase Dyson. With the rest of what?
The rest of what I said following that.
What was that?
Which I said the percentage. I said there may have been only one, and I said, but the majority of the Egyptologists said that they were black, said that the people were black, and I said so. If you go on those percentages, Smash is absolutely right.
So hold on, Kara Cooney. She's not she don't read a metanetter, huh, Reggie? She's not expert in the metanet, or is she?
In my opinion, in my opinion, no.
She's a doctorate in Egyptology. She's supposed to. She's supposed to be. All these PhDs on the screen that Smash has up right now, along with Winterman, should all be proficient in reading the metanetra.
If I asked her what the Nuit sign would be, right, and I would ask her, does it mean black land or black town or black city, the 049, she would have to look it up.
Who would have to look it up?
Dr. Cap.
What?
She would have to.
A layman
Is that a particular text, or maybe she's not familiar with it, Reg? But she should be. What you say? She should be. She should be aware of it, right? That's what you're saying.
049 is the crossroads. That's the
But
determinative.
hold on, but that's just because y'all all know that because we talk about that shit. Like, I'm tired of motherfuckers doing that. If we wouldn't put that on the main line, don't nobody walk around talking about no fucking 049 in Egyptology. So if you spring it on them, they might not know that.
That's correct. That smashes.
I don't know if I agree with that, Smash, because, and I'm not.
How many Egyptologists have you talked to?
I've never talked to an Egyptologist.
So how do you don't know if you don't agree with that? I just said if you spring that on somebody in Egyptology, they're not gonna know that.
Because in watching Egyptologists on their in their videos,
you heard. Show me a video of an Egyptologist citing 049.
Oh, you mean?
I didn't see that.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I
ain't seen that.
understanding what your argument, or not argument, but your statement. When you're saying the manual decodage number 049.
Yeah, we can't take that away from them because they not knowing that off the top of the head because we would just be sitting around on the computer doing shit. They be in the field doing shit.
Yeah, I get you. But in my mind, I'm thinking if they saw that circle with the cross with the X and they see that, any Egyptologist has to see that all the time when they see Kemet. I mean, that's a lot of times the way it's written.
100%. But we just be calling it by its Gardner code, and that's just a different level of the game.
I'm with you now. Yeah. Just springing out, hey, what's the N33? Yeah, I'm with you now. Yeah.
Then the I6. So because we have to be clear and sharp, we know the I6 glyph and we know the 049 glyph, right?
Right.
And the other one, we would refer to them by the uniliterals, biliterals, or triliterals.
Correct. Now, if you would have said, described it, maybe that probably maybe would have been different to an Egyptologist, and they might be able to say, "Oh, yeah, you're talking about." Because remember, on the video with the African American scholars, when Smash said 049, or it was I think it was Smash, they was like, "Oh," they were surprised that he even knew the manual decodage number. I think that was what was the elder gentleman's name? That
Joseph.
I think
Joseph
Ben Levy. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I think that was Smash. That when he said the number, the code for that glyph, they were impressed on that. I think even the female PhD was impressed.
Or Ashby.
Ashby, I think. Well, Smash can pull it up right quick if he has that in the chamber.
Yeah, but Smash's point. So, Smash has a number of points, but in this particular point, if it wasn't for our work, not that it was said on other shows, but on our particular work, people wouldn't know to talk about that. And the second thing is falling for the technology that the pseudo killers have when they're asking us questions, and I think we have to slow down sometimes and let people know what really is our points, because I think sometimes it's our talking points, and we're dealing with, they're not sophisticated in this because they don't read the meta-netia. They don't know. I'm talking about the pseudo killers. They don't know how the grammar rules work. They don't know anything about it except for what we tell them. And then when we tell them, they run back and then they try to test it on the Egyptologist that they're speaking to, and then they mess it all up. So when they do,
you don't think those dirty, especially dirty nigga like Garfield will go back and try to get some info what Tara Cooney say, that conversation you had with her?
well, I'm not gonna call them any names. I'm not
Well, I will. Let me do it.
If the scholars start to engage in that type of stuff, I mean, they're gonna feel like I'm gonna stop communicating with these people. They don't
Right.
want to get dragged into none of that shit. So they already be out
Yeah,
of
that makes
pocket,
sense.
like hitting them,
That
like,
makes
I
sense.
want you to refute this YouTube person. But I guess basically whatever, because now she got some questions to answer. But I'll talk to Camilla Dyson or whatever her name is.
That would be good because I can't talk to them no more.
So it got that bad?
Yeah.
They were disrespectful? Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not, no, they can't be disrespectful to me. What it is they think I'm disrespectful to them because I'm not gonna kiss up to them. I just want to know what the exhibits say. I'm not gonna, I can be nice, but I don't really care about that. I care about your competence. So, that's simple. It's just simple as that. Or you're competent in answering this. But what I found is that I sent her my questions and I sent her my paper. And then she said, well, she didn't have enough time to look at my questions, but she said, let's just go for it. Right. And I said, sure. But I know that I sent her my questions, and so that I didn't want to blindside her. I want to let her know exactly what my point was, right? And my exhibits were largely in my paper, right? And that's about, I think that what bothered the whole conversation was when I used what Jonathan Winneman said about Kemet. She wasn't expecting that. She wasn't expecting that, right? Because she believes that Kemet means the black land. But from a grammatical point of view, what Smash did was give us something that we can use forever. Smash Rockwell gave us something that we could use forever from an expert, right? Who was just being honest, but they don't want that honesty. That's not for us. And so what he gave us, she didn't know that I was going to cross-examine her with what she said based on what Jonathan Winneman said. And so maybe I destroyed that relationship. I think I did. Because
But Reggie, if that's what happened, if that's what what you did, then I don't see any difference in what Diop did when Abdullah was pushing back against him, and he called on another expert who was the top in their field, according to.
Yeah, but there was something else. That was something where 40 years ago or something like that. The problem is that the only problem is that they didn't show the whole sentences, right? Diop was just happy that Sonoran simply said that Kim meant black. That's all Diop needed at that particular point. The whole point of adjective. That's all he needed. But it's 40 years later and the conversation is still going on. And so now,
let's say her research extend to Afrocentrism and Egyptological agendas. The social economics of Egyptian blockbuster exposition. So she have study in there. She also material culture studies. What's that intake? Material culture study.
Yeah, material culture. Yeah.
Coffin, funerals, object of Ramesside, and early third intermediate period.
Yeah.
Late period bronze. Okay.
I'm just gonna say that I'm just gonna say that grammar and what Smash teaches on the show is so very important. It's the thing that makes us win. It's not it's not art where you can have different perspectives on. It's grammar, where grammar is it's like a formula. You can't not make Kemet not apply to grammar when you have other grammatical terms. So Smash's work, all of his work on Kemet on Trial and his work on here is just excellent.
Yeah, Egyptian art will be in the category of what, Reggie?
Observation.
Huh? It's not like matter, right? The Egyptian art is a different department than
Yeah, it changes over time.
archaeology, right?
It changes over time.
Right.
Well, you know what, real quick, in order to finish this chart the proper way, I just took the X off Bias Dyson and left it on anonymous Egyptologist. But somebody need to ask
Pseudo killers and Bro
who is this
Garfield.
expert
So it's
right
not
here? Hold on, listen.
connected. Does that?
Hold on, let me say this. So you could read that the black people, right? The black people, right? So you could read that the black people, right? The black people, right?
Radio.
The black people, right?
I'm doing that forever.
You could actually say that. I'm telling you, yo.
Come
the
on,
expert
radio,
says you
get
could
it out.
So I said the expert. So look, listen.
I'm telling you, yo, the expert said you could literally say it if you wanted to.
So the experts say you could literally say that if you wanted to. In order to finish this chart, to prove that they full of shit, somebody need to find out who is that expert because you said it out your mouth. And the only one it could be is Bias. DiBiase. Yeah, I keep calling him Bias. DiBiase, right? DiBiase Dyson. Yeah. And so because unless it's anonymous, so I'm leaving on anonymous for now for it to be fair. But all you're gonna do is swing this X over to right here because all of them told y'all that.
Excellent. Excellent. Narrowing it down. So do you think that have you emailed her yet?
No, I haven't. I'm gonna let her get some downtime. You know how that shit be. I don't like to do what other people do. See a video and then bombard the expert.
And peace to the gods. I just want to say salute once again to the divine gods, the black gods, who are our brother Smash Rockwell in all of his excellence. Brother Reggie, Saber Reggie, the mighty teacher, the great teacher. Been doing this for 3 decades. Salute to these great kings for bringing out this marvelous work. I want to say peace to the rest of the panel. Salute to you, mighty God.
Yeah, what's up?
Blessings.
What's up?
And I want to say peace to the beautiful chat, my black brothers, my black sisters, you know, and even if you're not black, you know, salute to you, still a king, still a queen, you know, much respect in your own right. I just want to point out some facts real quick. I don't want to hold you long. I want to say, let the record show that we have Bobby Banger, because a lot of us do get confused sometimes. And, you know, we work with real schemers out here, real scammers, man. Anytime you got a Cash App Money song, that should be a red flag. Just like how Cass was talking about funny hats. If you got a Cash App Money song, that's a red flag. All right? So, if you've been in a cult before, your ears should be perking up, family. If you getting your information from individuals who were previously in a cult, you should have some antennas raising up. Now, I want to say that let the record show that there have been a multitude of scholars that have been presented that have disagreed with the pseudo killers on their own show. We just seen it, but it's so compelling. It's so shocking that sometimes it's just not registering the way that it needs to register. Let the record show that Dr. Carrie Cooney has identified the Egyptians as black. Let the record show that Dr. Rebecca Wang on the Community of Skeptics' own show stated that the glyphs were interpreted as black and people. She didn't say a damn thing about a glyph meaning the Nile Valley. Let the record show that. Let the record reflect that Dr. Maggie Bryson, who was on their show, stated previously that it was not uncommon. Let me relax a little bit. Y'all know I get excited. Because see, we really at war here, family.
Go on and cook, man.
It's a real war outside. While you know what I'm saying, while a lot of us having fun and a lot of us making jokes and a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, playing with Cash App Money songs, and a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, supporting racist doctrine enacted and created by Charles Darwin, while a lot of us playing around, it's a real war outside. It's a real war on blackness, as it has been for the last 2,700 years. I want to repeat that. It's 2024. Go back 2,000 years. Now we at zero. Now we at the year zero. 2024 years ago, we at the year zero. Now, if you go back 600 years before that, we got invasion that's occurring within Black Africa, as Stuart Tyson Smith likes to call it. Anthropologist, Egyptologist Stuart Tyson Smith, Black African civilization. We were being invaded then by the Greeks. Coming, and then you were dealing with a Persian Empire before that. Invasions. So a war on blackness has been occurring for approximately 2,700 years. You better wake up. Then we had to deal with the Islamic slave trade. See, y'all playing. It's a lot of y'all still playing, but it really is a war on black. And the war is so critical, it's so diabolical, that the after effects is resonating, has become biologically embedded within our own people. Colonization at its finest. Now you got Dr. Maggie Bryson, who's standing up for black people, telling you out her own mouth that, what did she say? That she said when it comes to the one drop rule, we're gonna play the clip. We're gonna make sure we get that clip for you, since we want to act like we ain't
Real
see.
quick, Reggie, I gave you the host. Can you host?
Yes.
All right, yeah, I'll be back. Give me a minute.
Dr. Maggie Bryson stated on that show conducted on the Community of Skeptics on Garfield's channel, when Ankh tried to throw that one drop rule bullshit out there. She said, I got black ancestry. She said, my great-great-grandfather is black. I'm not black. She said, nobody sees me as black, nor do I identify as black. In that same interview, Dr. Maggie Bryson states, so we could throw out that one drop rule bullshit. See, already, and see, that's what we're gonna have to understand. A lot of Egyptologists don't agree. You got liars, and then you got people that's telling the truth. Why are we acting like the foundation of Egyptology was not upon racism? It was founded upon racism. So we got people that's lying still, and then we got people that's telling the truth. Dr. Maggie Bryson said if she was black, she'd be pissed off if she had to tell somebody that the Egyptians was black when she been knowing the truth for 20 years. And now, all of a suddenly, in the words of Bobby Boogers, with the smart glasses, with the fogged up, cracked up smart glasses, that damn Baston got bombed to shreds on his own accord. This nigga done set himself on fire. Then PKs then messed around and then let off a switch and then blew their own damn base up. You bring Dr. Maggie Bryson on your channel, and she say that is not uncommon that Egyptians would utilize terms to describe themselves? The term black having to do with Pepe Ankh's skin color? That just boxed up your Egyptologist that you just had on there. She got slapped before she got there. She got knocked out before she even came to the show. Let the record reflect that. You got Jonathan Winterman stepping boldly outside, telling you out his own mouth that if you go to Egypt today, it's black people over there. Now, I remind you, this is the modern concept of black. This ain't talking about no damn Near Eastern Indians. Don't nobody identify them as black. Stop playing. When they utilize the term black in its modern context, it's referring to people of African descent or people that look like people of African descent. Get that right. So let the record reflect that. Jonathan Winterman stated out his own mouth that the term Kemet, we've seen the video, is interpreted as the black female one. The black female one. Do we know what black means? In a physical description? Yes, we do. Do we know what a female is? Yes, we do. What in the hell is a black female? It's a black woman. Or a black girl. Stop playing. Let the record reflect that. Jonathan Winterman stated, and then you got Dr. Rebecca Wang, Egyptologist on their own show, stated that when you read those glyphs, it's interpreted as black people. Then you got this idiot out his own mouth says, the experts say that you can read the glyphs as black people. Well, who in the hell is the experts? Probably Dr. Wang, the one you brought on your own show and slapped you up. People, I want to leave you with this. They think that y'all are fools. They think that y'all are idiots. They think that you are dumb. They are running a cult. It is becoming of a cult when you can bring people, qualified, credentialed people onto your own channel who state that the Egyptians were black, that the glyphs read as black people. You say out your own mouth that the experts say you can read this as black people. Then you got Jonathan Winterman on Smash's show that agrees with Brother Reggie, who says that Ramses is holding the lassos, is holding the reins of the cattle, the different cattle, and the cattle are representing the different people. But you want to disrespect the great teacher, Brother Reggie. When he brought that out, you laughed at him for months like he was crazy. This man runs circles around you, nigga. And he's so deadly that even the Egyptologists who will admit that they were black people, that they were black Africans, they get, but still and yet, as much as they commit to the truth, they still want to shy away from the true meaning of Kemet, which has everything to do with the black people. Ask Dr. Rebecca Wang about it. Ask Egyptologist Dr. Jonathan Winterman, who was on the show and says, when you read black, he didn't say the term Kemet means no damn Nile Valley. Are we that crazy, y'all? We can't be that in love with Ankh like we juju or something. Ain't nobody, don't tell me all of y'all done turn into a bunch of jujus. Y'all can't be in love with this man to the point that you become dangerously in love, Beyonce. You'd have become crazy and you'd have become blinded by your damn love and admiration and worship for this man that you can't understand that this man is blatantly bullshitting on his own show, lying at the side of his neck. And he doing it for money, doing it for jokes and giggles. You got the Dr. John Winterman stated that the term Kemet don't got shit to do with no land or no Nile Valley. He said when you interpret This word, it simply means that which is black. That which is black. Go get the clip. Go to Dr. What's the king's name? Ben what's the black king's name who we was just been dealing with? Dr. Benjamin Levy. He said out of his entire career of reading the glyphs, he has never seen a land determinative attached with the word Kemet. So how in the goddamn hell is Kemet gonna be referring to some damn land? The fix been in, people. Wake your ass up. The fix has been in. And now, after centuries and thousands of years and hundreds of years, and now people have finally seen that people like Brother Reggie and Brother Smash ain't going a damn place. When they finally had to admit their true feelings for the black God. You catch the Pope in the Vatican right now, bound before a black Madonna and child live on Google. You can Google that shit. They bow before a black goddess and a black child in the damn Vatican. That should tell you something. So we ain't going nowhere. These people that had to admit who they got it from. They had to admit what the truth is in 2024. We done came a long way to get back to the truth, people. And they telling the truth. It ain't got shit to do with no land. They ain't got a soil determinative next to that shit to Kemet. They ain't got a land determinative. They ain't got nothing next to that term that's telling you it got a bitch ass thing to do with no black silk. Stop playing. And I yield the mic.
Good job. Good job. Bye. Bye. Yeah. Brother Reggie.
Yeah, so I would say well, Robert Brown is spot on. Please, Robert Brown, please don't leave this course, right? Don't have
For real, that was fire. I was looking for some sound effects. Who got a late night presentation or something? Little 5-minute joint, 10-minute joint. Teach us something, Reggie.
Yeah, I am right now.
Yeah, he dropped the mic and left. He gone.
Go.
Good job.
Oh yeah, come back when you're ready, Robert Brown. We need you to keep cooking on them. I was about to listen. I was cooking some popcorn, boy.
Shoot, I ain't got no butter for popcorn. I don't need. So let's just.
Y'all put Brother Reggie Cash up. Make sure y'all take care of the Elder Saber teachers, man. Put up Brother Reggie Cash up. Go on, cook for us, Brother Reggie.
Yeah. So
what you about to teach us real quick? I know you about to show us. You got the floor. You got the floor.
I'm gonna do the show tomorrow, but yeah, we can start here. All right. So again, I am not so concerned about look, it takes black people to make a black God. So if the God is black, then the people made it because they made it out of their own minds. So if we go to the lemma 164,560, the Germans, every time you go to TLA, when you see this word, right, they're going to say Schwarzner, right? But then what does Schwarzner mean? Schwarzner means the black one. So how did the Egyptologists come out of their mind and say they never seen a word for the black person? Where Schwarzner means the black one because Kimmy means the black one. So when you put this in front of their face, right, then they mess up and say, well, they're talking about the god Osar, right? Right? They're talking about the god Osar. Well, that means the god is black. So so what are you saying now? So you worried about the people being black, not discrediting that, but I'm gonna give you the black God. So what do you got?
But you know what they say though, Reggie? They say when the color is black, it means divinity. I mean,
yeah,
but it's still
so
that's what she was saying. Colin Core, whatever her name is.
Yeah,
go
fine.
ahead. I apologize.
That's fine because I talked to her. right? So she would say, yeah, she would say divinity. So that's exactly what we want. So these people made black a divinity. Now you really messed up, right? So then when I go to lemma 164410, right, I see Kemet, right? And Christopher Wizards gave us the explanation of why we don't see the T here, because the U and the T can be interchanged, right? In this particular rule, right? But we see the translation as the black cow, right? Word class, God's name. So we're dealing with a people, right? Whose name of the God is black. Now, let's show you something. This is what I argued with her on, right? Okay. I'm gonna show you what I argued with her on. Where is it at? I had a specific argument that I wanted. And so on the show that she had with us, one of the shows, she gave us a reference on why it's the black land. So she said to us, go read Candelora, right? Go read Candelora. So I go and buy the book or get access to the book by a paywall, and Smash gets the book. So then we go to Candelora, and then Candelora says, right, about it, this geographical region was a territorial materialization of the concept of Kemet, a term which translates, watch this, read it, read what I'm gonna read, watch this. Her source says on Kemet, she says this geographical region was a territorial materialization of the concept Kemet, a term which translates to, somebody read it for me.
The black one land.
/ land. It translates to the black one land, right? And this was the name the ancient Egyptians gave to their state. Then she goes, the population and agriculture of the Nile Valley, named for its rich alluvial soil, was contrasted with the desert regions, entity known as Deseret, the red one, the red one, right? Land. Where's the citation for that shit? Here she goes, Darnell writes that the majority of its territory, but where is
citation for that?
The citation for that, since she is citing everything, right? Then she goes another sentence, but let's see what she left out. She said a term that translates to what?
Black one land.
The whole thing.
Say again?
The term that translates to what?
The black one / land, right?
Right. So she puts up the black one.
The black one, yeah.
Right? So how could we ignore that she put the black one first before land? Before she goes to the hocus pocus about the alluvial soil with no source. You could source what the desert is, but she didn't source all of this named for its rich, dark alluvial soil. Where's the source for that? Was contrasted with the desert regions.
Well,
right?
the desert, where's the source for that one? For the desert? Where it said Rakata 215? Where is that?
No source. She talks about Darnell and then Kent for not the whole sentence, not for the red one, right? No source. Where is the source for that? I don't care about any of this stuff because you did not source. So she's honest when she says the black one in her black one land sentence, but at no time in this article does she ever discuss the black one. Then she quotes Bard. I go to Bard
And this is what Bard says, the Encyclopedia of Archaeology for Ancient Egyptians. Geographical and chronological scope of Egyptian archaeology. Kemet, the Black Land, was the name the ancient Egyptians gave to their state. The Black Land of the fertile floodplain was differentiated from the barren red plain of the deserts to either side of the valley. Where is the damn source? You don't have a source, then you playing with me. Right? Everywhere else you sources. So then when I go back and I say, well, I want to look at the black one. Right? So here, if she said that the black one, the name is named from the black one in land, then she said that the name of the land was named from the god, the black one. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No, Reggie, keep cooking.
So if she says this, if she said that, the geographical region and territorial materialization of concept Kemet, a term which translates to the black one land, right? Then she puts black one first and then land. So the name of the territorial state is based on the god, Kemet, the black cow, God's name, maybe a Sor, or even earlier than a Sor men. So the game is over because I can read, and unless white ice reading is colder than black ice reading, meaning when white people or Westerners read something, they don't have to cite. So the game is all over. So tomorrow, when I have this presentation, we're going to go over this. See if a picture of this. It says right here, Hesh, Kim, with the whore and the standard. In Hesh, Im, Netcher, Ma, right? What does this say? It says, praising the black one, Kim, the black one, and following the God. Don't listen to Reggie because you know Reggie is nobody to listen to. But if we go here, it says, praising the God Kim, Nehem e Netcher, Ma e Nesem, right? Praising the Nesmet Bark Voice Beauty, but I don't care about that. I care about this, the black one, praising the God Kim. And how do I know? Watch this. This is Louvre C15. You see it right here? Louvre C15. So when I go back to this, right? I needed to reference this at Louvre C15. But if we went to Waterbush 51254, we would see that this would be Louvre. Okay, here it goes right here. Here it goes right here. So when I want to test to see if this is the black one, who is or saw or men, but the text just says the black one, then I go to Schwarzenegger, which is Kimmy, and then I go and read the adaptation, and the adaptation it gives me is what? Louvre C15. praising the Black One, celebrating God, praising the Nesmek bark for its beauty. So I know when the Egyptologists do this to you, and they have a whole paper on what Kemet translates, and they put up the Black One and land, right? And even quotes Bard for that, right? They're telling you that Black One is significant, but you know what? We're not going to talk about it. How y'all like that? How y'all like that?
Fire.
That's gonna be a beautiful when you get that presentation tomorrow. I'm gonna be tuned in.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Because let's see what else do I have with this. And so what so all of everything that I have here, I talked to Dr. Kara Cooney about. She had
And you give this to her, your presentation, weeks earlier, right? And she didn't really look at her. She just to give her
a week earlier. A week earlier.
A week early, so she could get the just.
There's things going on in UCLA.
Oh,
right?
okay, gotcha.
You know, they're having these young people are protesting this Israel.
Yeah, they also had it down south too with this black girl. You seen that one?
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, they where was it at? Was it Alabama or one of those? And this girl was pro-Palestinian. She was a big she was a big girl, you know what I'm saying? And black girl. And these white boys who was pro-Israel, they start making monkey sound to her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how these civilized people are. They're making monkey sound.
She need to mind her business.
Yeah.
That's the problem. She need to mind her business. So I
Yeah,
gave her this. I gave her the relationship between Kemet, the collective people, and Kemet, the cattle. What the only difference with the Kemet is that the classifier changes. Both of them are collective now, right? Because the problem is the problem is most people don't know, well, how do we treat collective nouns with the same grammatical construction? The only thing that changes is the determinative. I tried to speak to Cedric about this, right?
He's stupid. He an idiot.
Then I'm not gonna call anybody names, but I'm gonna say that he didn't know the rules. And so I'm like, if you don't know the rules, why are you talking?
He do know the rules, Reggie. His issue is he like to because they're expert. They know better. He would misguide the rule. He would throw away the rule just because the woman's an expert. Go ahead. I apologize.
No, it's no problem. And so here I simply gave her these constructions. I gave her the people and the God, right? Don't say that the God ain't black because it has the hair glyph, right? Smart, which I already sourced it. The question is, why does not the people follow the rule, right? Then I gave them the cattle. The problem with the cattle is, right? The cattle is that there are people and gods associated with the cattle, like here. And over here, this one says Kemet, but this one is the collective noun for the sacred black cattle. And here are the not just place names and people. What they don't understand is that the place name is also the name of the people. The place name is also the name of the people, family. So when you say Kemet, you're talking about the people and the place name. They translate it as Egyptians, but the people and the place name is the same, right? Right. So we should look at it as just Kemet. Kemet means the people and the place name, not the black land. It's the people and the location, but it don't mean no black land. Why? Because Dr. Jonathan Winneman said that it's that which is black. And with the Nuit is that which is black, the community and the community of the people. right? So then I go and I say to her, okay, I'm gonna give you two things. I'm gonna give you two attestations. So let's stop playing word games. And I was respectful. Here it said, I protected the black herd of Apis, right? That's in the rock tomb of Mir, right? I protected the black herd of, how do we get to this? Well, here's the protection, and then there's the man, right? Then it's Ta, right? Ta not in land. See, they try to play and make this Ta land, where they want to say the black land, but they can't because it says the Kemet with the cattle determinative, the plural cattle determinative, the Kemet. So now it's the black herd, right? The black herd, but there's a man there. What do you do with that? There's a man there. And then there's hep, poo, plural, right? Right? Poo for Apis, and there's a man there. There's a seated man there, right? What do you do with that, family? How do you disconnect it? How do you not understand why there is a man there? Or okay, Hepu is a god, Hep, right? Hepu is really not a god. Hepu is the Apis, but he's deified. Okay. But over here, the black herd, right? Okay, there's a man here, right? Man created all of this. Why is, so these, you're gonna say these people didn't have in their minds, didn't know that they was creating black gods? They didn't know that they was creating black gods? Play the game with me and say, well, they weren't black. So if they weren't black, why are they creating black gods? Right? Over here, this Kim over here means completely black bull. No bull determinative here, but this Kim, not Reggie, the experts, right? Then you have this line that we always deal with. May you stand before the shrine of men, who's a black deity. May you stand before Kemetiu as Apis. So now they have built a relationship between the Kemetiu, which is here, right? The Kemetiu and Apis.
Let me ask you, Reggie. Oh, go ahead, finish.
No, I
what do you, what's the reason behind they always start and when they say Egypt, right? They say, oh yeah, it's stressed all the way from here at Israel. They don't say Israel, but they say here from Israel all the way to Sudan. But why they don't go from Sudan to Israel? Why is that are they purposely doing that?
Oh yeah,
make it say.
Yeah, because they still Egypt, what they call Egypt, the Greek word, the fake Greek word that they use, right? And then they complain and they cry and say, well, what other word can we use? Simple. Use the word that the African used. Simple.
No, I'm talking about but I'm talking about they always start, their starting point is always where Israel's at, all the way down to, they would say, oh, Egypt run down where tipping point where Israel. I heard a lady saying that. I forgot her name. What? All the way to Sudan as being a black Egyptian.
Yeah, but what does the text say? Miss me with that BS. Show me where the text say that. Don't tell me what your convention is. Why did they say it? Because that's their orientation. But at the end of the day, I asked her, so where is in this the glyphs for the black land and black silt? Right? Where's the annotations for it? Right? Where is it? Where is it concerning the black land?
And what she say?
It's my tone.
Oh my God. For
It's
real?
It's my tone.
Meaning she ain't had no answer for you.
It's my tone. And trust me, I didn't talk like I'm talking to y'all. I'm just mad. It was my tone. I just simply, so my question is, I get into my my neutral black man voice.
Oh,
So
they're threatened by that.
right. So where is the attestations that we can look at, Dr. Such and such, for the attestations for black land that we can tell it was black land? And then I said, let me show you something else. I will show you something else. And I need to ask Smash a question. So then I go, so let's do this exercise, Dr. Such and such. Let's look at this word, Kemet, here, where it says how the Egyptians rejoice at your strong arm. And let's look at this word over here, this glyph over here, which is Kemet, the same Kemet, where you say it's the black land, right here. But they say they leave out the people. But let's look over here where they convert this to Egypt. So this is Egypt, black land, and Egyptians. Something is not right. Do you agree? If they want to talk about the land, well, they use over here, Tawi, and they use Itabi. You don't see these determinatives here, right? You don't see that, right?
You to ask me a question?
Yes.
What's up?
Okay, so you use this thing called AWOL.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you I want to see how AWOL translates this passage, because that's the only place that.
But it's going to lead you to text of Molier's work. Which text is this?
In what set?
Yeah, it's in there. It's in there, but it's going to show the hieratic too. So if you go to AWOL and type Egypt after that, it's like you should see the link. But I ain't prepared to do that right now.
Okay, so help me, walk me
Yeah, I'll
through
help
it.
you get to it.
Okay, so let me just pull up this. Thank you so much.
Let me
'Cause
stop. I'm gonna just share the link. I'm tripping. I could just share the link.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're gonna share the link in the chat?
In the back chat of this.
Okay, so let me. I have difficulties trying to share it in the back chat. This is where I have okay, let me stop sharing my screen.
Yeah, you can see it right there.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, so chat right here.
And then click it.
And it says meeting chat, Molars. Thank you so much.
So what this is all of those hieratic texts translated by Moeller into the glyphs, and so you can see it. Yeah.
Okay, so so I got it. Thank you so much. And when you dealing with Smash,
but you know what? And the cold part is, I never looked at his work for the translations. I only looked at it for the hieratic and the metanetra. So maybe the translations is at the end. I don't even know if it's meant for that. It's for learning hieratic. You feel me?
Okay, so let me see. Control function.
Reggie, while you looking that up, can I address something that Jill Khan, you still there?
Yes, sir.
Can I address something that Jill Khan mentioned?
Well, let me ask a question before I step away.
Well, help me.
All right, so I'm gonna show you. There they go, right there. See all those hymns to Simro set. I think it's a Kemet on D, and I think I think it's C and D. And but you can click into it to see the translations in there, because this is for doing the work. And so, lastly, I forgot what I was just gonna do. Like, scroll to the bottom of the whole page real quick, and if you don't see no translations, you see what I mean. Go to the bottom of the book, page 18.
All right, I'm going.
Yeah, see, this is all parsing it so that we can know, learn the hieratic basically. But it might be translations at the end of all this, at the very end. That's why I'm like, let's see what he put at the end. And if not, this might be not as useful. But that text is inside the TLA.
Okay, so get me to.
Yeah, you can find Simro set in the TLA.
Okay, so let me
It'll easy. Just search Kemet and it's gonna be the second text. That's quicker.
okay, so let's
But
just
you
do
can
that.
come back to these works to confirm what Kemet looked like with the people in hieratic and stuff.
Right. But that's not what I'm trying to
Yeah,
do.
exactly.
I want to see how they translate the various forms of Kemet. So let's go to the TLA and TLA.
And the whole text will be there. If you search the word Kemet, I think it'll be the second text.
See, that's how precise.
It's gonna be Amenem hat and then that, or that and then Amenem hat.
Okay,
We just do this over and over. You don't have to check your passwords. You don't want to show people that.
Okay, so here we go. No, sorry. Okay, got it. So which one? This Kemet, right?
Either, yeah. And then just click the blue dot though. English translations. Oh, it don't matter.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's I'll get there. Translate to English. Alrighty. So which lemma am
So
I?
click that Kemet, the Black Land, and then search the text. The fifth one down.
This is when somebody is on it, right? So now
No, let's see. It's the first one. Well, that symbol said the first. So which symbol set you want?
Symbol said the third.
So just scroll down some.
But let's just say, so this is the socialist one, right? So
He gonna be there. The third, it'll be down there.
It would have shown it already.
Nuh-uh, because they're gonna send away. All of these is still his time period.
Okay.
I know the second and the third will pop up. They're gonna been two. We still on been 210. So there you go. The third.
Right here, this one right here.
Both of those, Papyrus Calhoun. That's the ones we be reading. And so click Cotex. Click Cotex.
Okay. So, okay.
You just wanted to take you straight to that Kemet, click text. No, they're going Kemet right there, though. Well, nope. It says the lands of Egypt's border. What do they got? Yeah, you should click Cotex instead of text. Or whatever.
I did do that. So I'm just
going to click the opposite one. It'll take you right there unless you want to just go look for it. Yeah, press back real quick. It's gonna be way quicker. I mean your back arrow on the browser.
My back arrow on the browser?
Yeah, up top. So we can get back to that initial inquiry. Yeah, that one.
This
a few more time, I guess. So we can get back to the initial. Right here, you want to click the other button. You click Cotex, click text. So it can take you right to it. Now go down. It's going to be right on the one we're looking for.
Okay, translate to English. Okay, it is in English. Thank you.
Now if you you gonna translate it again? Huh?
Yeah, translate. Okay.
That looked like the same first page, so it was on the first page somewhere. There it go. How pleased is Egypt?
I think it's
so. This is the text. I'm gonna let you look for it and step away. But this is the text here.
He puts Egypt. Yeah. So in this case, for that one, he puts Egypt. He makes it Kemet is Egypt, right? So now I'm looking for the ones that say Egyptian, because I want to see if so the passage that I'm looking for is when he says he comes, that he comes, not how great or how great, but he comes. Okay, so I'm on my way. I'm going through it. He came, right? Yeah, he came to seizing Upper Egypt. He came united to land. He came and took over the inhabit. So now they say this Kemet right here, this Kemet now is the inhabitants of Egypt. and took possession of the desert, and he gave Set the desert next to him. Right? Okay, great. So that's where we are. So now they say the inhabitants of Egypt in parentheses. So they do the same thing. And over here, the inhabitants of Egypt, right? So there's sunken F, right? So he gives life to Egypt, right? He gives life to Kemet, right? So then over here, he says, where is it? He has come, where does it says? He has come after reviving. He says reviving instead of giving life. Then he says inhabitants. And you see this, the problem with this, okay, so now they're talking about the people here. Here they're talking about the people. Here they're talking about the people, but they're saying inhabitants of Egypt. Then they convert that Egypt to the black land, right? So this is the black land. So now I know exactly. I need to deal with this tomorrow, right? And read this whole text beautifully. So let's go up while I'm here. But the game is to take the blackness out by converting it to Egypt. So as soon as you take it, once you convert it to Egypt, you take the blackness out. Y'all see what's going on? Huh?
Absolutely.
Right? So so they will always be comfortable with Egypt. They will never be comfortable with the correct nomenclature. But Egypt loses all the value, right? Because it's not a one-to-one. But they say that they are the PhDs, and they do this all the time. So great. So let me just bookmark this for me tomorrow. And that I so appreciate Smash for this. Because y'all have to understand that when I was doing this work, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. When I was doing this work initially, Smash wasn't around on this for like more than 3 years. I was there with Ned and Neb, and really, I wasn't really 100% into it because I didn't think it was a conversation. So I was arguing with Asar and them over something stupid like the riparian land, Asar and Jawu and the other dude, right? Over that it means the riparian land. And who's talking about the riparian land these days? You heard that lately? Shesmo, you heard them use the riparian land lately? Gila Khan.
No,
absolutely not.
Huh? What happened to that? That was 3 years, and that was their whole book, right? They wrote damn near one little booklet, right? And then Asar and his other whatever is Hallelujah or something like that. He writes it.
Well, I think it's because they refuse to break down Kemet.
Yes. Well, they make
because of the association with the actual people.
Yes, that's that. And so then it changed to when Ankh and them got involved, and then their whole thing, it don't mean black people. And
it's silt or soil, which it geographically doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense at all. First, you got to read the language. You got to read the language. So it don't make no sense at all. So now it's just a matter tracking and talking and getting this black land out. This black land BS is the same as riparian. Like, it got to go. There is no good argument for black land. You saw how they do it. They don't cite it. It's a convention.
Yeah, I think no, it's a hard argument to make. In fact, it's more pertinent to refer to the black silt that's on the banks of the Nile
to the people that
were originally there.
There's no
outside of the banks of the Nile, there's no black silt.
attestations for that. There's no. Give me the attestations, Web Funk. When I could give you the text. To him to happy. They don't talk about no black silt. It would be there.
Yep.
Give me an attestation. All I'm asking you, good brother, give me an attestation where the people themselves wrote about the black silt.
You can't. There isn't any.
Okay.
Right.
I think, but Ty, what were you about to ask me or say something about what I said? You said I say something. What did I say?
Reggie, do I have the floor?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right. But I think Wob Funk he was agreeing with you. He wasn't pushing back. He was agreeing with you, saying that it's more difficult to try to say it was any soil or land than it is to say black people. It's way easier to say black people. But G-Lacon, only thing I was going to say is you had
Where
mentioned.
the fuck is my dude? I'm just making the point to the. I wasn't talking to him. I was talking to.
I thought you were beating him
I was
up.
using his point to talk to the.
No, he was talking about the adaptation.
The knuckleheads.
Okay. There is none. Yeah, right. Exactly. Okay. I didn't know. But I was going to mention to G-Lacon, you made the statement that the chem they want to turn it into divine, but and I was going to just make mention,
which is fine. If these people are the originators of the civilization, that's okay. That you'll always get that.
Right. But I was just going to make mention that remember, Michelangelo supposedly made a European portrait of Borgia, Caesar
That's
Borgia.
exactly true. Yeah,
And
that's right.
did they not, or do they not consider that
They
divine?
deified it. They deified it.
He made a portrait of what?
An Italian.
The Italian that used to hang in all churches. And do they not consider that divine? My point is, you were saying that, don't they make that black divine? But don't they those?
They did. That's exactly what they did.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So you see the contrast? You see the same thing? So it's not that hard to deal with being, making something divine, making your God divine.
Right. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean,
the simple thing is that we're looking at Africans making things divine. I don't care about Europeans. I care about what happened in this particular case where it originates from. I
mean, Reggie, I graduated 2003. It's a while ago. I studied marketing in the media.
Yes.
So I took units in anthropology and Egyptology and all that sort of stuff.
Yes.
These professors that run these programs, these units, don't make any qualms about saying that the civilization originated with black people. I've only really seen American college professors that have made arguments like this.
Okay, so you was educated in where?
Australia.
Australia. Okay. So, yes. So the American school from
they see it seems that the politicization of this subject has come mainly from them.
Yes, racialized.
Just to add on.
If you talk about Diop, he confronted this. This was how many decades ago?
74. UNESCO.
And his research, for all intents and purposes, was bona fide.
Almost 50 years. Well, 50 years. Yeah. Wow.
They did quite well. They changed a lot of the curriculum.
Yeah,
they open. Yeah, exactly.
The way that UNESCO, the way they were so prepared that they changed the way UNESCO tackled the rest of the subjects after that, right?
But
what Diop did was basically force them to not only look at the social structures, the outside influences and stuff like that, but what were the origins of the civilization?
Right, the peopling, all of the different groups
So now what they did is then they had to go back and then they had to name all the particular groups that were in the area instead of making them one group like the Libyans, one group like
Absolutely. And the root of the civilization, where it actually came from.
That's correct. The South, Nubians are everywhere. So they changed how, and that's why in New York, and it's closing soon, the Metropolitan Museum of Art has an exhibition called The African Origin of Civilization, where they go step further. They use Cheikh Anta Diop. They honor Dr. Diop because it's about his work, but they go far and they own up that Africa is the origin of civilization, not the Mediterranean. And they go back 3 million years, right, in their timeline, talking about early humans in Africa. And so they make that construct as the African origin of civilization. They don't go out of Africa. They stay in Africa for up until
they were forced to map it properly.
Yes.
But also, isn't during after that symposium, like years later, that's when it started happening at sub-Saharan Africa and all that?
No, before.
Was it before? Okay. I thought it was after the symposium that started using words like sub-Saharan Africa and Saharan. I thought it was like in the same decade. I thought it was like in 78, 79 they started doing it.
No, it was lexicon prior to that.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, it was started really in the Arab part with the Bilal Sudan, right? And then that was converted to this fake thing of what we say the Sahara, the sub-Sahara, right? And
But
so,
yeah, I had a stepchild in Houston, Texas, and when she bring home her schoolwork, that was like a few years ago. I still noticed they're still doing the same thing when I was going to school. They got Egypt is different than rest of Africa on her
Really?
on her map of her schoolwork. So I'm like, yo, they haven't learned, it's as
I've
if
never
it's
seen that. I've
different.
never ever seen that.
You never seen that?
No.
yeah, what state? Now it has to be what state, because some states are really super racist. What state is she?
You talking about where it happened at?
Yeah, where
Oh,
is
that
it?
was Houston, Texas, when I was in Houston,
That's
Texas.
come on.
There you go.
No, yeah, but I'm saying that was recently, like about
Yeah, right.
10
Houston,
years
Texas.
ago. When I say recent, I mean I'm not with the. That was in when I noticed that was 2010.
Yeah, but
Well,
Texas
14 years ago.
and
But go
Florida,
ahead.
Texas and Florida, that's basically white country right there. Tennessee, Texas, Florida, all of that. They
But when I was up north, what I'm saying, I was born in 79. When I was in school, they would making it on our paper. Egypt was not. They're making it seem like Egypt wasn't part of Africa. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. When I was going through, 85, 90. When I was going, elementary to
Really?
high school,
And they
Egypt
taught
wasn't
that
part.
like as part of the curriculum.
It's brainwash, yeah.
Sure, but I was
Wow.
so I got into Black Studies in '83, and my professors, Professor Edward Scobie and then Dr. Leonard Jeffries, those were my two major professors in Black Studies. So when I was a student, Dr. Jeffries every Friday night would call the Senegal and talk to Diop. So I grew up listening to Diop, but I didn't understand French. Could you believe that? I'm sitting in the office because I'm his aide.
Wow.
And I'm listening to Diop, and we were supposed to see Diop. We were supposed to see Diop at '86. So we had planned a trip to go and talk to Diop at '86.
Yeah, you told me that story, and his wife was white, so y'all took back the gift.
Yeah, but what happened was Diop passed away.
Right.
Right. So he passed away, I don't know, February, March, but we had already planned the trip. And so when we got there,
Yeah, the white,
yeah,
white wife. Yeah.
yeah, Madam Diop, we call her Madam Diop. But we respect her because that's who Diop. But Dr. Ben didn't respect her. Dr. Ben had
Right.
no respect for her, right? But we had to get past that to so that we could continue to work on Diop, the
Right.
work. And so
I think the funny thing is that Ankh talks about scientific bias. When Diop initiated the symposium, that was actually a thing back then. Like scientific bias was a thing because there was a lot of political and all that other stuff that was going on. But they've always known that this civilization has been this way. In fact, they took it upon themselves sorry. Yep.
Since you brought that up and mentioned his name, actually he used to kind of understand that, but he hasn't understood.
Look at his origins.
Right. And he doesn't understand that. He believes that there's no more scientific racism. He doesn't mention that as that like it's a thing anymore.
Who cares?
I don't know what to say to that because he's not tertiary educated. Like he's not experienced any sort of tertiary education outside of what may still be going on as far as scientific bias in the US. But they don't do this outside of the US. They tell you what it is. They teach you what it is. For the most part, at least.
Here's the thing, talking is transient. Talking, you have a right. You can change your ideas. You can change your ideas in the same sentence. In the next paragraph, you can write it. I mean, talking, writing until you write something, right? And you cite. Then
you've got to understand that process.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with people who are just talking because you can always change your ideas. Write something, cite it. I want to see where you are. Who is citing? Who is he citing? That's what I mean. As I'm not disrespecting.
I think a lot of people forget that symposium was taken on by the UN because it was that solid.
Right. It was in Cairo, Egypt, right, Reggie? In 74.
Yes. But yeah. So listen, they lived in a world where there was Marxist ideas. There was a lot of change going on, right? People weren't buying the capitalist system and stuff like that.
It was a different time. That man managed to change the way they were teaching this subject. I'm talking about Egyptology.
But isn't it kind of funny though? At the beginning, Reggie got more knowledge than myself. At the beginning, they majority of those scholars, Egyptologists, were saying that the Egyptian were white folks, right, Reggie? And
absolutely,
Benga and Sheikh and what's the name was saying no, they were black skinned. But I was told at the end they say they weren't black or white. That was the agree upon.
You have to source that. That's not
okay.
First of all, they were
I'm not saying Diop agree about that, but they convinced them to come a little closer to Black Africa, but they weren't black at that time. I'm talking about those who had
at that time. He planted the seed,
Yeah, they brought them. Yeah,
and they obviously had to deal with whatever was going on in their societies and stuff like that, because they had institutions that were already running. They were teaching the biasness of this, particular thing.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, Wild Funk. Are you in Australia now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the funny thing about it, you had mentioned, and we know this, that the science, the bias of science is trying to change. But we in America, in the United States, and in the school system, we're not privy to a big change in the correct curriculum. It's still
That's understandable.
It's still a thing.
You're getting there.
Huh?
Yeah, but you got to understand the new war that they're pressing is Africa. So in order to prep that, in order to prep the war for resources in Africa, they are going to continuously marginalize Africa, right? They're going to separate Africa into North Africa and the rest of Africa. The war in Africa is going to be fought from North Africa down, right? North Africa down, where these people don't identify with African people, Black Africa. They are the new Africans. And so North Africa now is going to, as they have been doing, right, exercising, has been enlarging their territories, right? And they're going to be emboldened by the West, right? Because you can't say that they are not Africans, right? So when Ankh and them have this
Hey,
conversation.
real quick, Reggie, you got people waiting to get in. I think it's James or some people.
Oh, sorry, I'm not even looking at the board.
And just quickly, Reggie, like, I think there's no investment in lying about history for a lot of institutions in Europe, or like where I am. Like, there's just no there's no reason to.
Oh, yes, because they are staging a war. They have to create a rationale. It's called manufacturing consent. They need a consent,
that's it.
right? So they have to manufacture, because Black people in America is going to be fighting this war. They have to
And
be.
America's a very, very, very young country. So there's a lot of stuff that they're dealing with as far as politics and social structure, and just as far as setting up society to,
Yeah, but
it's a very powerful country. But there's countries there's a lot of places in Europe, in the East, in the Southeast where I am, where there's just no interest in
yeah, but they're not
history.
Not going to be. The problem is, where I understand what you're saying, but they're not going to be the catalyst for the war. The catalyst of the war is American dollars. America needs, you understand, the United States is an import country. We import everything for the most part, right? We need the resources of Africa before the Asians get it, right?
they're already there taking over.
Right? So America has to desanitize any feelings from its population, like they did with Iraq, right? When they went into Iraq wasn't doing no nuclear or anything like that, and the killing of Gaddafi. So they have to manufacture consent.
And those sellout African leaders, they even ride with Gaddafi. I'm like, nigga, y'all some fools, cause and you, when that stuff was going on,
I thought Gaddafi was all right.
Michelle Obama and her kids went down to South Africa to hang with Nelson Mandela when Hillary and Barack went and go killed the same night. They went. They knew what they was doing, man. I remember seeing that's like they want to pacify Black American and
Mandela
Black people around the world. Black American and Black people around the world, like, Nelson Mandela was all right with that. even though he didn't make no comments or nothing like that, but they knew that Nelson Mandela always said Gaddafi was his friend and so forth. I don't want to derail.
Hold on, Julie, hold on, slow down.
Very
Before
close
we go
friend,
too
too.
far. I think that Nelson Mandela had already passed before then, though.
No, he was no. That's not
I'm
true.
just saying,
he was
so
dead.
No, he wasn't.
James,
He was still alive.
He was dead.
If I'm not
No, he
mistaken.
wasn't. He was dead.
No, he was not dead.
Okay,
He
well,
was dead.
you know that we got.
What year
Google
he
now.
died? Gaddafi. I look it up while y'all talk.
We got Google right now, so you can
Yeah,
go through that.
2011.
But
Yeah,
I'm almost certain that he had already.
If I'm
made
not
the
mistaken.
Yeah. While y'all look that up, since we're talking about politics, Wob Funk and we talked about the
Well,
United
excuse me. Peace, everybody.
Peace.
Hey, what's up, Jay?
So in Australia, you say you graduated? Now, when you say graduate, was that college or was that high school? In
College.
79, or in you said 2009, right? Or 7? Three. So when you matriculated through high school and college, well, college you don't really get into that too much unless you're taking historical classes. How was the Aboriginals of Australia viewed through high school? And then I know that there are certain islands around the Australian quote unquote continent. And Aboriginals are either not allowed to go there, or they can't afford to live there, or it's just kind of like off limits.
1 second, Pan African James, can I make you the moderator? Because I gotta go to sleep. Hello, Pan African James.
Is he there?
Yeah, his icon's still there. He must have stepped away.
I'm gonna make him the host. I gotta go to sleep.
All right, when he comes back, I'll know.
And try to get back on. Please get back on Kemet, or because that's what we still on the heads of those people. So we could talk about.
I'd like to stick on there, but look, I'm happy to answer any questions. It's all good.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna let us get back, but to answer the question, Gaddafi died October 20th of 2011, and Nelson Mandela died in December 5th of 2013.
But that's after he was. It was.
Yeah, 2 years after Gaddafi got murdered, Nelson Mandela died. So I was right.
All right. All good.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, we could talk about Kemet. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. We've been arguing about this stuff since 2012, 10, 12.
So the thing is, like, when it comes to, this is what I was trying to say in the chat before, like, a lot of Egyptologists or anthropologists are not really familiar with the language system of Medu
Right.
They're very familiar with the social systems, the history, all that other stuff, the hierarchy, the invasions, the influences from outside, all that sort of stuff. They never focus on the origin of it or the language of it.
Wait a minute. Who didn't study it?
No, he's talking about Egyptologists.
Western, white Egyptologists.
They didn't do what?
That they've never really gone into the Medu as a language system.
I think
so they can recognize.
They
can recognize
the nuance of the word glyph.
Yeah, that they know what period certain things have happened. They know what the dynastic aspects of them are.
James, you're the moderator now. Reggie left it in your hands.
Okay, that's cool.
All right.
And that sort of stuff. When certain people came in, as far as invasion and cultural influences and stuff like that, they're not necessarily proficient in.
I think they are. I think
no, they're not. They're actually not. I remember when I did Egyptology as a unit. They had to bring in a mathematician that understood code, just to understand it a bit better. Look at the occurrences in the language and stuff like that. And even they were teaching that these people, or I knew back then that Kem meant black, for example, and that it referred to the people, and not particularly the silt. The silt thing is a conscious community thing, like it's or an American Egyptology professor or PhD sort of thing.
Well, I'm not sure, where to land on that argument, because these people have been reading these languages and doing a lot of nefarious things purposely for as long as I can remember. So I wouldn't put it past them to know what it meant and to purposely steer people in the wrong direction, seemingly, because some kind of way they flipped it around and make it say Egypt when it said something else. So how did they do that?
I mean, as an African, I can tell you that a lot, passively at least, a lot of the practices and a lot of the oral traditions that are in the Horn, through the Beja, and certain people below in Sudan, the Nua, and all these other people, they're like, we still do this stuff. They do not agree with what Western tertiary education is teaching. But of course, they're not as educated. They are, they're very sort of cultural people, and that's tertiary education is not the thing. But they're like, hey, listen, look at this, look at that, right? Look at how we do this, how we do that. Listen to our language, how we speak it, and all that sort of stuff. Like it's like that whole thing with how there's no vowels in the Metanetta. That's how they speak. They've got no vowels in the language. They understand themselves that, okay, there was a massive Arabic influence that came into this region and pushed us out into the Horn in the 1200s. They understand that. And they'll tell you that we've taken on a lot of these traditions. That we may dress like them and stuff like that. But the things that we do are still the same.
I would just say that they have an A, they have an I, they have the E, and the U is similar to a U. And then I would also say that's what they would write in their script. But as far as not pronouncing vowels, I would say that's not true. Because I know in certain languages, Khoisan, where there's clicks and things like that.
But I would say focus on the actual language, because not everyone could write.
You said focus on the actual language?
You're talking about just written script with no vowels, not speech.
Glyphs, yeah.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
But the language is spoken. If you know what the glyphs are and what glyphs are portrayed on the walls and so on, in the writing system and so on, I'll put something in the chat. It's something that will not jeopardize the channel or anything like that. But I think you should have a look at it. And if you look at the glyphs, and stuff like that, you'll see exactly what I'm saying.
Because somebody got something playing in the background.
Sorry for that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I kind of came in late. I was dealing with me and Mr. Rich. We had to have a little private chat. But Yeah, man. Based on what I've been seeing, what Smash been doing, man, and kind of looking at the rebuttal from the other side. You know, I don't know really what to say at this point. You know, it's like I thought they were kind of like just being disingenuous at one point, but now I'm almost getting to the point to where I'm thinking they may be really serious about their comprehension. And you know, I'm not really trying to be funny right here, but I think that's really what's going on. I mean, I don't know, but it might be
Well,
they you can't be. I don't know. I didn't think a person could be that illiterate. You know what I'm saying? You know, as a group of people, like somebody in that group should be able, out of a whole group of a group tank of people, should be able to figure out what's being said and understand that what's being said is correct on our side, aka Smash's side, because that's pretty much who they talking about, Smash. But we're just in agreement.
Well, James, they may feel like they won because
it ain't nothing to win.
Hold on.
It's just about right and wrong.
Yeah, they may feel that they won because they heard
hold on. I gotta stop you, G Lacan. It is nothing to win. It's all about being right or wrong. It's either one person is right and somebody is wrong. That is it. It ain't no win in this. It ain't no winning and losing in this. It's either you right or you wrong. And as a group of humans, if we all kind of consider ourselves, I don't even know if we can call ourselves black anymore. I mean, but, you know, I think that's the dividing point right there. They don't want to be black no more or something. I mean, it's just really confusing. But at the same time, when you look at
honestly, I think it's extremely strange.
Yes,
it's strange.
So
what's the motivation?
So when you see that, and then you see the actual primary documentation being laid out in their face, they have to understand just because somebody have a title does not make them superior to another human being if they can do the same thing. So what we've come into now is we have normal people that doesn't have a PhD that can read the same text as another human being.
Okay, so basically all right, let me go. They might feel like they right on this because the doctor, the Egyptologist that Reggie talked to, kind of frustrated Reggie to the point that, you know what I'm saying, he was trying to correct her, but they gonna say Reggie didn't release the video because he know the lady gonna go against his theory about the word black. So yeah, so that's why I was saying they might feel, well, you talk to her, why you ain't releasing the video, Reggie? You know, she gonna say
if it's bad audio, if they didn't have a good report, that's in taste. If it's something that's distasteful that doesn't need to be aired publicly, then that's why. I mean, like, we're humans. I don't understand why taxonomy is a problem for some people. Humans taxonomized everything on this fucking planet. Excuse my language. That's what we do. This is a computer. This is a microphone. This is, you know, this, that, and the other. That's what we do. So when we taxonomize humans, that we're doing no different than we taxonomize a cat or a lion. We do everything. Monkeys, gorillas, chimpanzees, bonobos. This is what we do. So we look at humans.
And I mean, the funny thing is, like, if I look at somebody like Ngozi, he understands genetics. But
that's funny.
If you really understand genetics, you can pull him up on so many things. Like, what about this, Ngozi? What about that? And he'll shut down. You know what I mean?
So hold on, you got to go
but he's
back.
coming in as some sort of expert in the community, and I'm like, yeah, it sounds impressive, but he knows that a lot of the stuff he's saying is not right.
Right.
That's interesting that you would bring him up.
Oh, no. I used to talk to him a long time ago, and we used to talk about genetics a lot. And I'd say certain things, and he'd always agree. But then all of a sudden, this Chief X thing happened, and his whole thing changed.
You know,
and I'm like, hey, listen, man. Remember we talked about this? We talked about that. What's going on? You know that this happens because of this, and that happens because of that. And you putting this into the community, and because you're fast talking and you're impressive in the way you put it across, they're biting it. Chief X bought it. I mean, those Arabs that now support Chief X, they bought it, hook, line, and sinker, because what he's doing is he's putting a bent on their side.
Yeah.
Right.
So this was, hold up, I got something on my screen. Can y'all see this?
Yeah.
So you brought up Ngozi, right? Now, he said that he's a couple of months ago, I don't know how long ago, and we can pull up the audio on this. Ngozi said that he read this, matter of fact, he said he read this article, this journal article, and he also said that he sent it to Chef to read. And I don't know why he would do some shit like that, being as though
He's
what
doing
it
a lot of
said.
stuff behind the
So hold on.
scenes.
So I want not me, but I need some assistance right here with somebody reading maybe the first couple of sentences. Then you ain't got to read this whole thing, but all the way up to where it says previously at. If anybody can do that.
Said previously.
Yeah,
Wait.
That's what you call clades and isolation and the things
No,
that
no,
happen.
right. Just
before.
read from the top where it says using admixture and stop it where it says previously, right there, maybe a couple of on line 4. You see that?
He talking about at the beginning of the
At the beginning, it says using admixture, and then it would on line 4
and the principal component.
Yeah. Okay, and then on line 4 it says
there you go. It's there.
So just stop
It's
right there when that's all I need you to read.
It's right there.
What's
right where?
there? Well, anyway, I read it because this is what I sent. Well, I went on Chef's show one day, and I thought that they could, I thought this shit was going to be a cinch, right? And that they could read this and understand that these people got Eurasian DNA at 750 AD at 80%, but they couldn't comprehend this one. And I hope y'all can, or this is going to be bad. But anyway, this says using admixture and the principle. Okay, you said what?
You meant BC. You said AD.
Yeah, maybe, Is this no? It says 750 years ago. That's AD.
Yeah, it's AD. Say using admixture and principal component analysis.
My bad. I thought you said
I got it. So using admixture and principal component analysis, PCA, figure 1A, we estimate the average proportion of non-African ancestry in Egyptian to be 80% and dated to the midpoints of admixture event by using elder, right?
Adler.
To around 750 years ago, consistent with the Islamic expansion and dated reportedly previously.
And
so stop right
that's
there.
history.
So hold on, stop right
actual
there.
history. Yeah.
Okay, now
That's
what
history.
did this say, y'all?
Isolation. That's what a clade is.
No. I'm just asking for a simplified answer. From what I'm seeing, this saying at 750 years ago, these people got non-African ancestry in the Egyptians at 80%. So they got 80% non-African ancestry at 750 years ago, and this is in line with the Islamic expansion. Am I making that up? Oh, am I comprehensive?
No, you ain't making up.
Am I comprehensive?
You've got to include the Greek and all the other invasions.
No, we just talking about. We ain't talking about the Greek. We just talking about this sentence right here. Just that sentence right here.
What did he say?
I mean, he said you got to include the Greeks and all that.
No, you don't include. No, yeah, well, you including the Greeks when they come in. When you coming in with that admixture, but what they saying is the Greeks came in before this, but they still didn't change the genetics of these people until this time at 80%. See what I'm saying? They saying at they had an 80% genetic replacement of their DNA at 750 years ago. and that's pretty simple. You know, from what am I messing this up?
No, more variable spectrum.
Not from what I can see.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure, because if I showed y'all the video the chef and them did, which I am gonna show y'all, right? This is gonna be wild, because I showed this to them, and they in their 40s, and you see, we didn't even read that much of that. You know, it breaks it down, but I didn't need to go that far. I just wanted them to know that the people that got there at 750 years ago replaced the people that was originally there at 80% genetically. It's just that simple.
And the funny thing is, the people before that didn't even do it at that rate.
Yeah,
so
James,
these Arabs came in and literally pushed people out of North Africa.
Yeah, James, you were bringing the study up. I was thinking you were talking BC time, 7,500 years ago. But then this is the study that Ngozi sent you, right?
No, Ngozi didn't send me that source.
Oh, okay. Because
that's just fact. It's just fact.
I was gonna say, if this was the one he sent, then he really is playing games.
No,
Of course he is.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you the video. Hold on, watch this. I'm gonna show you the video, right? And in the video, he gonna start talking over me reading like they normally do as a distraction. They're gonna do why they be doing all kind of wild stuff, right? So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna pull up the source. And as soon as I start pulling up the source, he was like, yeah, I showed you that chef, and I already sent you that. You know what I'm saying? The chef like, yeah, I didn't even read it. You know what I'm saying? But just watch how I'm talking to them. And
he'll tell you that the people that are there now are the same people from 10,000 years ago.
Yeah, that's what Ngozi says.
Yeah, that's nonsense.
All of them were saying this, that the people that are there today are the people that's been there for 23,000 years. That's what they say. But then when I show sources like that, they act like I can't comprehend what the hell, and that's masterful. I don't even know. See, sometimes
and then you got that other fool that will say, "Oh, so what about the livestock and the agriculture?" And no, that's not what they teach. It's wrong.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Sosa. That's obsessed, totally obsessed with livestock and agriculture. We're talking about people here.
Hey, African Jane, why you pulling that up? I'm about to leave, but hey, but I was right about that. When you came on, I was talking about Barack. Did you see when I broke that down? Did I show the evidence?
No, primary? I didn't get on here.
Yeah,
I was talking with Mr. Rich. We was over there on the back chat.
Oh yeah, it was 2 years after that happened. 2 years later, Nelson Mandela died. So he did.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah, but the thing is, look, I'm from Southern Africa, right? Mandela was not an entity at that time.
What do you mean?
He came out of jail as an old man. So I mean, he's a non-factor. He really is.
Right. When he came out, he was.
Gaddafi supported him and all that sort of stuff. But if you look at the politics of it, when Blair and Obama decided to attack Libya, who was in power?
Yeah, he was not in power at that time. But I was saying
there was one African country that sanctioned that hit. It was South Africa. Who was in power?
Right.
It was Jacob Zuma, and he admitted that he fucked it up.
He admitted that he messed what up?
That he was the one African country out of the AU that said, right, let's do it. Let's hit it.
All I know, you was right. I was just saying because in America, we look up to
and he apologized for that. He apologized.
A lot of black people in America respect Nelson Mandela. So I was saying Barack was doing
he had
that.
Nothing to do with it.
Said,
nothing.
I know.
If he had the sanity to go against it, he would have. In fact, he's got speeches where he said Gaddafi is an absolute son of Africa.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, he even came to America and say the same thing. He's like, I would not condemn Gaddafi because when I was on my when I was going through my thing, he was there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. James, you doing something? Or
Yeah, I
is that
share
you?
my screen. I just
Oh,
waiting on
Street
y'all.
Sophie. Oh, okay. I thought he was
Yeah,
on the
man,
panel. You doing his name.
just watch this, and this is incredible. Another incredible performance by Ngozi
Right.
of distracting and lying and trying to keep people from learning the truth. Now, y'all read what I'm fixing to put on the screen right here. I came back.
Yeah, I watched it when I'm going off,
James,
James, but I
let me
watched it when I
saying
wanted
this.
to. All right,
Let me
James,
preempt it by
holla.
saying this.
Okay, peace.
Ngozi was told at some point in his life that he looks like a Somali or an Ethiopian, right? He's gone out with people from the Horn, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just keep that in mind when you play this.
Interesting.
And a lot of Somalis especially think they are the original Arabs, not the other way around.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so check this out. Let's check this out before we get up out of here. Check it out.
Hey, go ahead. Yeah,
Let me
show
go ahead and
yourself.
share this. I know it goes.
Yeah,
don't
be
tripping
in the chat. Yeah, go ahead and show it. Make it happen. Voila.
Okay,
Voila.
so
So
bam.
look,
So
Survey Nubia by Reisner says
so
that they
hold
went
on,
there you
hold
go.
on.
Just there.
where they at and who they got.
Hold on, sorry.
They got the
James
amount of
speaking.
bodies.
James.
going in.
Yeah, it says tracing the
That's one of them
route.
famous
Humans left out of they.
So see, they can't even, Saul, I think my brother Saul was drinking that night, but they gonna interrupt the whole. So y'all see the name of the title of this article, just in case anybody wants to get it later on, or go and read it for yourself. But let me just get past
They left out
all
to
this.
Egypt. I sent what's the name as the source.
So you see what he said? I sent what's the name as source. He's already saying that he's saying. Let me go back because this is crazy.
They left out to Egypt. I sent.
James speaking.
Assault going in.
Yeah, it says tracing the
That's
route.
one of them famous
Humans left out of they left out to Egypt. I sent what's the name as the source.
You want me to share my screen while you talking?
Hey, Chef, I sent you the source.
Share my screen while you talking.
And Ngozi sent a source?
That's Egyptian
Let's
go
right
there. 101.
Yeah, I sent Chef the source.
Talk about this.
They left out through Egypt and not Ethiopia. I sent Chef
Yeah, okay, that's cool. So you know what you think. So you already know what's going on then, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Right, we can go right down here to the principal component analysis.
You see Tarkhan? Tarkhan is really Taharka, but that's what they was calling him then. That's from Petri.
What's going on?
Petri
Your man Geek, he drunk. I don't know what the fuck going on.
You got the Sabahu one.
Hold on, do I need to stop sharing my screen?
No, go ahead. Get your
man. You got the Sabahu one. You got the Sabahu.
Yeah, hold on, chill out. So hold on.
Using ad mixture.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So they use the ad mixture from the principal component analysis, and we're not going to use all the figurines. We're just going to read through this, and I just want to see what y'all got to say about this, right?
Go ahead, just go do your thing, James.
So it says using ad mixture and principal component analysis, it says we estimate that the average proportion of non-African ancestry in the Egyptians to be 80%. So I'm gonna stop right there. So now, y'all seen what I just stopped at?
And it's not just Egypt, it's North Africa.
Well, right now they just dealing with Egypt, so we're gonna stick with that, right?
All right,
this is what the paper says. So this is what they was focusing on. So they're talking about the Egyptian population right here at 80%. So you're absolutely correct. It's all the way across the Maghreb at the same rate. Oh no, it's a little bit higher right here, but you're right. It goes all the way across the Maghreb, but let's just stay on rails right here. So now I've read the same thing, sentences that I just showed y'all, and we all agreed what it said. Now watch what he said when I asked him, can he understand this? This is crazy. That the average proportion of non-African ancestry in the Egyptians to be 80%. So I'm gonna stop right there. So Chef, what does that mean to you right there?
I don't.
Now see, he started laughing. That was Ngozi.
Because he knows.
Hold on.
That's right.
But I think he's laughing at them because he know that they ain't gonna even fucking be able to comprehend.
Listen, Ngozi's been doing
that shit is crazy. If that's what he's laughing at
for a long, long time. Ngozi brought a lot of these North Africans that support Chief X to him.
Now hold on. I'm gonna go back about another 10 seconds. Just listen to this laugh as I read this as if this didn't say what it said. Watch this. This is crazy. And then watch what Shepard said. Ancestry in the Egyptians to be 80%. So I'm gonna stop right there. So Chef, what does that mean to you right there?
I don't know.
That's crazy. He laughing at Chef.
That's
crazy. What that mean?
What that mean, Gozy? That mean them niggas was highly Eurasian. That's what the fuck it mean. It's easy.
Right. That's crazy. Okay. So now they laughing and shit.
Bro, that's kind of evil, don't you think?
Ain't it though? You know what? That's some sinister shit. And if they really can't comprehend this, and he's laughing at them like this,
he's laughing at him.
If he knows, I guess he knows, right? If he's laughing at them because they can't comprehend, man, that is the wildest shit. I just listened to this audio again for about the second, third time, and I caught that, and I was like, "What is he laughing at?"
Look at that one of Chief X's cats.
Comment.
Banoob.
Oh, you talking about over here to the right? The comment.
No. One of those cats that supports Chief X.
Yeah, they all in the chat. But yeah,
some North African called Banoob.
Yeah, Dr. Banoob, but whatever. But yeah, let's go ahead and finish it.
Ngozi brought him into Chief X's chat.
Yeah, they crazy, man. But
he's a North African.
Yeah, I know. I mean, but I've already been counted these people. Hold on, watch this. And watch this, and it says the date and the midpoint of the admixture event is using Adler. And it says to be around 750 years ago. Consistent, hold on. Consistent with the Islamic expansion. So I'm reading, and Corey talking about the Egyptians ain't human. And then Ngozi's in the background giggling and laughing and shit like a little girl. You hear this shit? It's crazy. Watch this. And they reports previously. So they're saying that during the Islamic expansion, these people became 80% Eurasian.
Yup, 750 years ago.
Now one person
what y'all say about Gozy, Sophie?
I don't. It's nothing wrong with integration. I mean, I'm sure.
Hold on. At 750 years ago, you said 23,000. You see what I'm saying? So now but see, they don't even understand what the hell I read. Why?
Hold on.
These folks became up to 80% non-African at 750.
So
they're talking about the Egyptian population.
So the Egyptians ain't human. Are you gonna let me talk, or are you gonna take over?
Talk about that sentence. Talk about that sentence right there.
You read this, so we don't even got to talk to you no more.
So let him explain that.
I'm really more concerned with Chef
Pan-African. Let him explain that. What you just
we don't
read.
need him to explain nothing.
Okay, I got you.
That's how you feel.
Chef and Corey.
Let's ride with the Pan-African.
We don't even need to talk to Ngozi.
Yeah, that's how he feels.
All right, let's go. Come on, we got baby. We got 100. We got 100.
Oh shit! The homie Corey Concrete Corey just popped up in the building. What's happening, family?
Peace to you, James. Peace to you.
Man, what's going on, brother? Well, shit. Hopefully you done finally woke up.
Yeah. My alarm clock went off. It's about time to get ready for where I got about an hour before I gotta get ready. But I'm listening.
So
I like this.
Please tell me you still confused.
Oh well, I like the paper because I've always kind of
Corey.
Yes, go ahead.
Has Ngozi ever talked about his Palestinian heritage?
He has Palestinian heritage? No, I think he got some type of Ethiopian or something like that.
No, not
East African.
It's not Ethiopian. It's Palestinian.
Oh, okay. That's
his
pretty cool.
grandfather was Palestinian. Ask him.
That's incredible.
You're his friend.
That's pretty. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. What would be wrong with that?
He's biased.
Meaning biased, like, what do you mean? Like,
let's continue. You'll see it.
No, well,
I haven't even heard this. I haven't heard this. And I was saying this before James played it. So, James, finish it.
No, hold on. I wanted to get some commentary because Corey was right live and direct on the scene. So I guess I assume he hit the link because
I want to talk about this admixture part though.
He was fucking with you cats. He was playing with you.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, Wild Funk. Let me and Corey I just want to see because I know that this ain't gonna be nothing fruitful for us, but either based on what's been going on. But based on what you heard, Corey, do you understand what I was saying now?
Well, I want to talk about what you got on the screen there. That's why I came on. What you got on the screen?
Yeah.
Because it talks about the admixture in the past 750 years. Did you understand what they were saying there?
Did you understand it?
Yeah, because so let me explain. The fact of the matter is, in the last 700 years, they have what this paper is talking about is how they have, on average, 8 to 10% more sub-Saharan DNA than their ancestors.
Is that what you
read it? Read it. Go ahead, read it.
Read what?
What you got on the screen?
No.
You got that on the screen, brother.
No, I'm talking about what it say off in that first paragraph. From the
right, the whole. You gotta read.
I'm talking. That's what we're talking about right here. What does it say off inside of that? What is it saying?
It says they have admixture. They have admixture in the past 750 years, brother. That's what they're talking about there.
What kind of admixture do they have?
Sub-Saharan.
No, it's not.
What?
Go ahead, read it.
No, I've already read this, Corey, so I don't have to read it again.
So
what I need you to do is comprehend what it says, because I know that I'm right.
How come it looks like that on my end?
I mean, I don't know how you could even come on here and act like I'm wrong when I'm the one who's.
Well, maybe you're right, but James, why? I'm asking, why does it look like that on the screen? What's wrong with the Like, can you do your focus better or something like that?
Okay, well, hold on. Let me take it off the video.
Here we go.
This is what we'll do.
Oh, that's a video. Okay, I thought you was pulling
okay, well,
up
slow down. I got you. I got you, baby.
I thought you was pulling up the actual paper right there. I didn't know that was a video.
I'm not gonna pull. Hold up. I'm finna pull. I'm fixing to pull up. Just give me a second, because I didn't know you was gonna even pop up with some type of contention. I mean, that's really incredible to me, but it is what it is. I'm not surprised. So I just wonder, what do you think this says? This is gonna be incredible. How you finna mess this up? Let me find it first,
James, because we talked about that a million times about how in the Saharan, the trans-Saharan slave trade, which was about 750 years ago, right? They had an influx. They have an influx of sub-Saharan Africans coming in. That's what that paper is talking about.
It's Africa.
Pull that paper up.
He said it's a hold up. Okay, so hold on.
The influxing from
where? Pull the paper up that y'all just had on the screen, brother.
That's crazy. All right, now let's see how this is gonna work out for you.
Yes, look at it. Look at it. Go ahead.
I'm gonna have to learn how to do a damn pose.
You see, this is the thing. Like, crazy. This is Africa. Like, he's saying there was an influx within Africa from sub-Saharans within Africa.
No, don't you know it's diversity within Africa, brother?
So you're saying there's a line, or there's no.
There's no.
Sub-Saharans came into North Africa that was already owned by the Mediterraneans. Is that what you
Ain't they sitting on the Mediterranean
Okay, Corey.
Sea?
Okay. Now, can you see my screen?
Ain't that geography there,
like,
buddy?
What
hold
is
on,
this?
hold on. Let me ask Corey a question. Can you see my screen?
I see it clearly now.
Okay, word. That's great. So now, what I'll need you to do is read this yourself from using.
It says using
Hold on,
admixture
slow down.
and
But I want you to
principal
stop. I want you to
analysis.
See, hold on, man. Hold on. I'm gonna have to
PCA,
mute you. Damn, why they do this shit? I need follow instructions first, Corey. Start using admixture, and I want you to stop.
James, never block him. Never block him.
I
Because
didn't
they'll
block
use
him.
it against you.
Hold on. I didn't block him.
Don't block him.
I want to make
I
sure
literally started reading where you asked me to.
Okay, well, I want you to stop where it says previously, right here, where at this 13.
Why can't I read?
Because that's why. Because I want to ask you a question after that.
Okay.
So just
fine.
stop right
Using
there.
admixture and principal component analysis, we estimate the average proportion of non-African ancestry in Egyptians to be 80% and date it to midpoint of the admixture event by using, I guess, Alder around 750 years ago, consistent with the Islamic expansion and dates reported previously.
Okay, now stop right there. Now, what are they saying right there, Corey?
It's plain.
So they have a admixture of some non-African. They're talking about non-African.
From when? From when?
From 750.
How
what
much
about
of
prior to that?
How much of non-African DNA came in?
What about before 750?
No, what I'm saying, how much non-African ancestry, which is meaning DNA, came in? How much came in?
That says 80% right there.
So they say,
what does that tell you?
Hold up. They saying 80% non-African came in, right? Not African, non-African. They saying that's when this non-African DNA came in.
He's gonna say, well, maybe they look the same.
Huh?
He's gonna say maybe they look the same. The admixture.
No, hold up, no,
because they were Mediterranean.
Please, hold on. Don't put words in his mouth.
Hey, my European brother. My European brother. What's up, brother? What's your name?
Oh no! Don't let him do the escape, bro. Please hold on. Don't even answer that. Don't answer that, brother. Please.
James.
Don't answer that.
Stay on task, bro.
Corey,
stay on task.
Stay
on task.
Peace to y'all. Hey, peace to y'all, brother. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for work, man.
Told you.
This is
Man,
I see this is too personal for y'all. This is too personal.
Let him get out. That's cold. All right, Corey, peace.
I'm just trying to be cordial and have a conversation. I came on here to talk about one thing.
You ain't gonna.
My apologies, brother. Stick with it.
I mean, y'all
I'll
are
stay out of
emotionally invested. Listen to me, brother.
I'm out. Stick with it,
brothers.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. That's how they do. Well, it ain't you.
Y'all can't even have a cordial conversation
while me and him dialogue. Okay, Corey, now
James.
Okay, now hold on. Let's stop. You just read this.
I just did everything you asked me to do. Now I can't get a comment out.
What is this saying? You live on air, right? And you a grown man. You got kids.
I just read
Don't
it.
let your kids down,
me what it says.
Don't let your kids down and let them see daddy failing at reading the damn paragraph. What is this saying? Is this saying that Africans
came in? What I read.
Is this saying Africans came into Africa? Or is this saying that non-Africans came into Africa?
It says it has some non-African ancestry, brother. I just read it to you, bro. What do you want me to do? At 80%. Fine. Yeah. Now, what you want me to do?
That don't mean nothing to you, huh?
I guess that's going to be the next level of ignorance you're going to display. It doesn't mean the end of the world to me, James.
No. Because, see, what the problem is, you got somebody that's saying that this DNA has always been there. You don't remember that?
I'm saying, yeah, I don't know who said what, James. I don't know who said what.
Please don't make us go back through the archive and find y'all saying they always been there.
Mr. E.
Yeah, I've said that. I've said that myself. It ain't
okay, somebody. So now that you've read this, and I can give you the journal article so you can continue on.
Give me pull the journal article up.
You know what? On you and Chef's channel, the name of the video. Let me tell it to you for you.
It's named Egyptian Hieroglyphs Smashed and the Kingdom of Nubia and Egypt, the Big Payback. That's the name of the video.
Okay, where did
this
we
is
get
on
the
your
article
channel.
from?
You and
Where did we get the article from?
The article is gonna be I'll give you the name of the article. The name of the article is Tracing the Route of Modern Humans out of Egypt. What is that? Hold up. It says Tracing the Route of Modern Humans and out of Africa. Hold on. I need to make my screen bigger. Hold on. Let me get my.
I want to pull the whole article up and
I want you to.
Reading a piece of the article.
If you listen to
just
this audio, Corey, I told you to do that shit that day. Hold on. It says tracing the route of modern humans out of Africa by using 225. I can't see that. Oh, human genomes sequenced from Ethiopians and Egyptians. That is the name of the title. But you can, when you watch the video that I just gave you the name to, you can just stop the video right there and then just type this in because I gave it to y'all that day. I wanted y'all to read this for y'allself. Man, y'all can't keep listening to other people. Dr. Clark and them would never accept you just listening to another motherfucker about something. You got to read this for yourself, just like reading the Bible. Like if you listening to the pastor, he know everything about the Bible, but you don't know. Y'all listen to him goes like he the damn preacher. You got to go read this stuff for yourself if you want to know, Corey. That's all I've been telling y'all. And then Ngozi is wrong. These people ain't been here no 23,000 years, Corey. They just got there. That's the truth, bro. I mean, and it ain't even about that. It's about the truth. It's about right and wrong. It ain't even about who gonna win and who gonna lose. We gonna all win if we tell the truth. That's what this shit is about. This ain't about no winning or losing for me. This is about us telling the truth and keeping our history intact. So with that said, man,
your history.
I didn't say
rather, James. Let me ask you this because it seems like y'all this part is not understood, and I ain't trying to throw a shot at y'all or nothing, but it seemed like just people just don't understand because I heard my European homie that was on earlier. He was like, well, he said,
hold on, man. I don't even know if Wild Funk is European. He may have.
Well, he got a British accent.
Okay. He may have been. He may have just like us. We talk in.
We American. He British.
Yeah, we got American accents here. So we don't talk like American. Hold on, check it out. We don't talk like we from Africa, but that does not denote us being African. So like sometimes we gotta be careful.
Shut the hell up. What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know. I ain't seen the brother's picture, but I'm just saying you gotta give up.
It don't matter what he look like. He European.
Oh, I didn't know. Did he say that?
What the hell is wrong
let him
with
speak
you,
for
James?
himself. I'm finna mute out. I'm finna let him speak for himself, and he'll tell you if he's European.
He's just as much as European as you is American, James.
Man, you need to cut it out.
So you're not American?
Genetically, I'm not.
Born and bred.
It ain't about genetics. It's about where the hell
Africa.
you pay taxes and what your ancestors died to build. You crazy ass nigga. Like, I'm an American. My ancestors died in sweat and tears and blood. Built this motherfucker.
I didn't say I divorced myself from my American history.
Shit.
I just told
and
you
he should be proud to be a goddamn European, a British. Like, what the hell? Why wouldn't he be proud?
I don't know if that's
if he ain't proud.
I don't know.
Get the hell out of there and quit paying his taxes. Like, what the hell are you paying taxes for if you ain't proud to be a Britishman?
I'm born and bred in Africa.
So, but you live in Britain, though, brother.
Yep.
That's who you pay your taxes to.
I'm actually born and bred in. I'm actually living in Australia. Sorry, not born and bred.
But okay, so where do you pay your taxes, brother?
In Australia.
What the fuck did that have?
You pay your taxes in Australia. Okay,
you know
so
what, Corey?
You're in Australia. Okay, but
I'm not gonna even do this.
I mixed up your accent then. I didn't
I'm
catch.
not gonna allow
this. I thought it was a British accent. But it's an Australian accent. Okay.
Ignorance.
No, it's not an Australian accent either.
Let me
a lot of people
peace.
Where I'm from will tell you exactly where I'm from.
Okay, go ahead. James, are you trying to be offended, James?
No, I'm just saying I'm not gonna disrespect the
Okay,
brother's
well,
channel.
peace.
Have
All you
this,
gotta do is say, well,
have this
peace.
amount of ignorance on the channel. So you gotta go, bro. So peace. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, that just ain't even cool. But yeah, let me go ahead and end the show, man. If y'all got some last words that anybody want to say, y'all go ahead and do that. But we're not doing just coming on people's channel to just lie and just, you know, this ain't for entertainment. But not for me anyway. I could do something else. I could be asleep. It's 4 a.m. So if anybody else got something to say before we get out of here, before I close down the show?
Nah, I'm good.
All right. What about you, Shamsu? If you still there, I know Smash, he in the bed. So, well, anybody else out there still listening, peace. I'm pretty sure Smash will be coming on again tomorrow, whatever. Magi Arch is up.
I'll just say, James, you were right. You've always been right. I've been watching you.
Right, yeah. It's just hard, you know, dealing with people that's, I don't know, like you got grown men, you know, that want to play like, and you know, it wasn't no offense to you, well, Funk, but what I was trying to do is just, why I knew he was there, he read that sentence, and then he got up out of here with a distracted type of escape, and then he tried to put some more some ignorance on top of what to make us forget that he didn't even give us an answer to what he read. You see what I'm saying? You notice that he didn't even give us an answer to what he read.
Yeah,
he just bounced out. So, like, you can't even give these type of people airtime. No, I thought I would just, you know, give you a fair chance. But I thought give you a fair chance. If you keep displaying ignorance, you got to go. That's just how I do. You know what I'm saying? And
now,
if I'm on your show,
imagine if you actually get into the scholarship of this.
Man, I don't even think these folks are just playing around here. They grown ass humans playing on the internet, and I don't think that that's cute. I mean, I hope they children see this one day. That's just terrible that you would represent your family like that. As a grown
it's the fast talking, like you got Ankh doing what he's doing.
Man, this is
you've got
it's not a good look for African people in general.
He's God body. Ankh is Nubian. Like, it doesn't look good.
Right on. Well,
and
hey,
you're trying to say we scientific and we chemists and we geneticists and stuff like that. People can see the nonsense.
Yeah, it's definitely blatant and apparent at this point. And I don't, you know, let me say one thing to them. I mean, this is me, and I'm not speaking for Smash. This is his channel, but I think that somebody, y'all need to get together, have a group conversation about this, and hopefully somebody in y'all group, because this is crazy that y'all got a group that can't figure this out. That's really embarrassing that y'all have a group of people that can't figure out what's going on, and y'all continue to act as if y'all can't see primary documentation and understand that humans can read. Once a human can read a text, no other human is more superior than the other. It's just like reading the English text. Once you learn how to read this text, Europeans who created this text is not superior to us any longer. So with that said, man, let me close out. It's peace. It's been a long day for us. So let's refresh our batteries and come back tomorrow, because it looks like we're there.
All right, Brother James, it was a pleasure to talk to you. I don't come up on this side of the
yeah. I mean, I appreciate you coming on, man. I mean, you're welcome to come back. You know, I just don't.
Yeah, I could have said a whole lot more.
Yeah. I just try to keep it. You know, we got to keep it respectful. You know, I know we just got to keep it respectful and keep people like Corey off the channel if that's what he gonna do. I see Smash came back, so I guess he gonna close.
Word up. Thanks for hosting. I just got out to shut it down. Peace, y'all. Thank you.
Peace, fam.
Peace, everybody. All right. Peace, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'm in the bed. Peace.